What you gon' do when you facing accountability? You say she pandering, you hyenas be killing me. You niggas scandalous, your stories like validity. Boy, don't come for celebrity, queen of accountability. They call it her pick me. Some women say she pandering, cause she don't pick the girl code over lies that's damaging. These hyenas scandalous, slandering a black man again, and want celebrity to stand and watch like she a mannequin. Black men are the casualties, trapped by women's strategies. They act out sporadically, that shit is a travesty. And it's just so sad to see, matter of fact, it's a tragedy. 3 kids with different daddies, please, but y'all all mad at Daphne. They up at night trying to discredit and defame. They corrupt, ain't right, and it's pathetic and a shame. Fake friends turn enemies, throwing dirt on your name, but you gon' fly with the angels and serpents burning the flames. Yeah, I know it's hard and it hurt to discover the same people claim they love you, start shaming your mother. Cut you off unexpectedly, you triggered, you hate that, claiming Daphne disrespected me. I figured you say that. What you gon' do when you facing accountability? You say she pandering, you hyenas be killing me. You niggas scandalous, your stories like validity. Boy, don't come for celebrity, queen of accountability.
Hello, everybody. I hope you guys are all having a good Thursday. Thank you guys for tuning in with me today. I know that, again, I pushed this show off. We were supposed to do it yesterday, but I had got caught up with some things, so I had to move this show to today. I will also be doing a part 2 of this show on my Twitter on Saturday. Just for those who are not able to attend this show and they like my live shows and they want to ask questions, we're going to be doing a Twitter space. I was told by a lot of people that follow me that they're kind of upset that I've only done one in the time that I've had my Twitter. So I figured I'd give them another one too. So if you guys are following me on Twitter, it's Celebrity all by itself, no podcast, just Celebrity. Shout out to those listening to me on Twitter, Facebook, and here on YouTube. I know that a lot of people are going to be joining in late, but I'm not going to be doing a long show today. I just wanted to go over this topic because lately I'm seeing a lot of women talk about this topic, and I think it's something that we need to discuss. And for those who are for doing this, I would love to hear your side and why you feel like this is the best thing to do. And those who are against it, I would love to hear your side too. So I really, really want to try to keep this show, under an hour. That's not going to happen, but I'm going to do my best and make sure that anyone who comes onto the panel, that they are not on too long. So with that being said, everybody, again, thank you so much for attending my show tonight. I want to give a shout out to a woman named Shalandra. If anybody has been following me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, I told you guys, I showed you guys a post from the other day. This young lady, her friend, went into a group and told everybody that, she gave her friend an opportunity to be honest about talking to a guy that she friend zoned. Now, typically, ladies, when you friend zone a man, that means you don't see him as a partner. You don't see yourself dating him. That means he's just a friend. So you shouldn't be mad if he ends up talking to your best friend. But this woman got mad that her best friend of 15 years was talking to a guy that she friend zoned. She even called him Dusty. So that tells me she had no interest, right? But because her friend did not tell her, yes, I'm talking to him, that made her so mad that when a job called her on Monday for a reference, she told the job that her best friend was dishonest. It was an emotional response. Who would do that? Women do that to each other. And I want to remind you guys, these are the same women that tell men we are the most disrespected on the planet, right? And look what they are doing to each other. This is supposed to be your best friend. You go into a group, and I tell people all the time, you got to be careful what you say in these groups. There's no loyalty in these groups. So if you don't want your business out there, keep it in your phone. You don't have to tell anyone anything, right? But these women, they choose to go into groups because they're hoping to get the responses of, you did good, girl. Yeah, they shouldn't be lying. No, that's not the response she got. I actually went to the person's page, did some digging, found another page, and found the friend. And at the end of the day, when you come into a group, I don't care if you're coming in from your second, third, fourth, fifth account. It's not hard to find all your accounts. People always make the mistake and they like things on their troll account from their real account. Happens all the time, especially if their troll account is not getting the likes and things that they like. So they'll initiate a like from their real account and bam, that's how I get them. So that's a free search. It doesn't cost anything. It's all on Facebook. It's not hard to do. So I did reach out to the friend and gave her that information and told her to call me so we can talk. And we did talk. And I told her I would be willing to help her get her job back, whatever I can do. She gave me the recruiter's information and I emailed the recruiter the post from Facebook so that they knew that I am the Daphne. That's me. The email matches, that's me. I'm me. And I want to go to bat for this woman because she's innocent in all this. Her friend had an emotional day and decided to take it out on her friend. So I didn't know if that would help her get a job or get the job, whatever it might have been. But I never got the call from the recruiter. I gave the recruiter my information and said that you can call me if you need any other, proof or evidence, whatever you need, call me. They never called, so I thought she didn't get the job. But I was wrong. She texted me and told me that she didn't get the job she wanted. The initial position she wanted was the manager position. But unfortunately, when her friend messed it up for her on Monday, they gave that manager position to somebody else. Therefore, the assistant manager position was left. That's what she has now. She'll be starting that on Monday. I'm happy for her. I know it's not the job, the position she wanted, but it's with the company that she wanted. And sometimes we have to start somewhere in order to get where we need to get to, right? At the end of the day, she does have a job, and that's what she really, truly needed. And had I not, did my research, found out who she was, this woman wouldn't have had a job. And she would still be trusting this woman who put her in this position. Any person that does that should say a lot. This is why I don't trust females no more. I learned. I'm noticing that these women who act like they're your friends, or they might even come off as your best friend, they really don't have your best interests. People want to see you doing good, but not better than them. Any woman that came into my orbit, I was doing better than them. And that made them jealous. And that made them react in ways that are obsessive, crazy, unhinged behavior. And this is what they do. This is what women do. I would say more on the black side, because these were black women, right? So I'm not surprised by a black woman costing her friend a job or trying to do that after 15 years, because this is what black women do when they are emotional and they're upset. They start doing things that they don't really mean. And then that's what ends up happening. Now, the good news is she did stop messing with the friend. She's done with her right now. I hope she's done with her indefinitely, but I did tell her my line is always open. I'm here to talk to her and be there for her. And for her to tell me I've done more for her than her own family, I've heard that a lot from my clients, from people. A lot of the things I do are behind the scenes because I don't ask for the credit. I don't need cash apps. I don't need people saying you're a hero, you're the GOAT. I don't do it for the accolades. If I did it for the accolades, y'all know it would be a whole different approach. I don't do it for the money. I do it because it's the right thing to do. But as a black woman, it saddens me that black women are so jealous of each other. They never want to see each other prosper and make it. They are so, and the older they get, the worse they get. Most of my haters are old ass hags. They're old and bitter. You can see the bitter in their wrinkles on their forehead. They say, I don't need makeup. You need a coat of paint. Yes, you do. You need 2-3 coats of paint. You need it. Some of y'all need it. Some of y'all need something because you're not married for a reason, because you're angry. But the good news is this beautiful black woman will be starting a job on Monday. That was my whole goal. And if she didn't get that job, I was going to help her with her resume. I was going to give her a letter of recommendation, whatever it took, because she does have children. And I care. I do care about women. I do. But a lot of these women that don't like me because I'm not catering to them or promoting them like they want me to, because that's their motive. It's not really about helping people. It's about getting the likes they need. They tend to flip the script and say I'm an evil person. And that's okay. You'll see that the hate is coming from the same couple of individuals. And you'll see that they're not progressing. So at the end of the day, you can hate me all you want, but there's a bunch of women that feel otherwise. They know I don't hate women. Today, I had a conversation with a beautiful woman for 40 minutes who I'm helping with getting back into school. So I don't have to tell you guys everything I do. I don't have to tell you names. I don't have to do that. Those that know, they know. Okay. So I just wanted to put that out there for those who have been following me. That person does have a job now, and I'm happy for her. It's all about helping people, y'all. I love helping people. It's better. I almost didn't do this show today because I was so happy that she was happy. I wanted to celebrate and just not do nothing today. So I felt like I got a job today with her. So it was wonderful seeing that she has that opportunity to be an assistant manager and hopefully take that manager role, right? So let's keep praying for Shalandra, and we'll go from there. Okay. Okay, guys. So the point of today's show, y'all know Ebony K. Williams. I had an interaction with her early this year. Ebony K. Williams is the one that said, she would not date a bus driver unless he owns the bus. We remember that, right? And a lot of women said, you know what? We know our worth. We don't want no dusty bus driver. We don't want this and we don't want that. And you're right, Ebony. I want to remind you guys that Ebony was once married and the marriage failed. Then Ebony was engaged to a rich white man. Okay. During COVID, the rich white fiance told Ebony, I want to be with my kids. Now, mind you, that was her fiance. They were not married yet. And when you're not married yet, you don't get married, treatment. You don't. So when it comes to being engaged, that means that his kids from a prior marriage come before you, honey bun. But Ebony thought the world evolved around her. So her fiance left her during the COVID outbreak to be with his kids. And Ebony didn't like that. So Ebony called off the engagement. Then Ebony tried to go online and tell women, I'm going to teach you how to get married, but not how to stay married. And that's when I came in and checked her. And I told Ebony, how are you going to teach Black women how to get married, but not how to stay married? Anyone can get married. Anyone can go down to the courthouse and get married in less than 10 minutes. But the goal is to stay married. How many people are staying married? Not many. Soon as some stuff happened, they're out the door. That, for better or worse, is a scam for someone who doesn't really want to be married. So her giving women advice on how to get married, she's the worst person to do that. That's like an alcoholic giving you advice on how to stay clean when they keep going back to it. You're not even taking your own advice, honey buns. So I told Ebony, you shouldn't be teaching people how to get married because you couldn't stay married yourself, right? She didn't like that, and we went at it with each other, and I checked her like I always do. But I was trying to tell Ebony. Ebony came at me and said, well, a lot of people don't want to get married. And it was because of my first marriage. I knew I didn't want to be married. So this is where I got Ebony. I said, Ebony, you were engaged the second time around. So if you didn't want to be married again because of the first one, why did you get engaged? And Ebony had nothing to say because I checked her. A lot of these Black women forget what they say, and then they don't make any sense. Ebony called off the engagement, but she was married already the first time. She was just mad that her rich white fiance didn't choose her. And I think that made her mad because, in her world, Black men are bad. Black men are dusty. Black men are broke and black and black and black. But you'll see that even this white millionaire said, I'm choosing my kids. And this is the funny part. All his kids were grown. All his kids are grown as hell. I think it was like 18, 22, and 25. They're all grown. So that would mean that Ebony is probably the problem. Maybe it took COVID for him to see that she's a gold digger, to see that she doesn't really want to stay married. She just wants to be married with that big rock so she can show off. So maybe he caught wind of the scam because now Ebony decided to go through IVF. So Ebony is now telling Black women, ignore the bus driver part, ignore all that stuff that I did in the past. Let's start choosing to be single mothers by choice. So Ebony is right now teaching Black women that you get to do the choosing. You get to go to the sperm bank and choose somebody you never met. You're just getting their sperm, letting them put it inside you, and bam, you're becoming a single mother by choice. And these women are going crazy, y'all. I remember years ago, I told women, when you guys get with these pookies, you know that they're no good. You know that they're not working. You know they don't have a car. You know they have a criminal record. And you still open your legs. You still have sex with them unprotected. And then you become a baby mama because you choose to. I told women this years ago. Y'all choose to be baby mamas. No, we don't. We don't choose. Yes, you do. You chose Pookie. You chose to open your legs, and you chose to do it without protection. That is all a choice, unless he forced you at gunpoint. So y'all been choosing to be baby mamas and single mothers. But now they're looking at it as a badge of honor because we're not choosing an actual man, like picking them where we're dating them and having sex with them. We're going to the clinic, letting them lay us down, prop our legs up, and letting them stick a random man's sperm inside of us to produce a child. Just listen to that. Ebony is telling you guys that you don't need a man to help you raise a child. Women, you can do it by yourself. Are these the same women that said that being a single mother is equivalent to working 2.5 full-time jobs? So why the hell would these women want to go right into that? Y'all, women are the most contradicting people on the planet. One minute y'all saying it's hard being a single mother. We don't have any help and we do it all and we're the Supermans and all. But then you guys are saying you're choosing to do that. If it's hard, why are you making it a choice instead of not doing it at all or waiting until someone sees you as a wife? Because you're taking advice from a woman that couldn't even stay married, a woman that couldn't even stay engaged. And that's who you're looking up to? Ebony will be 41 this year, and she's giving birth to a daughter really soon. And she's telling Black women, you get to do the choosing. No more dusty men. Now, what if the sperm they implanted her with, what if that man works at McDonald's making $20,000 a year? You know, people are not always honest when they're giving them that load. They're not saying we're millionaires and we come from. People lie. They can have a crazy background. They can have a criminal record. You don't know whose sperm you're getting. People lie. That's the scary part. And to raise a child by yourself, that's selfish. A child needs both parents. And when y'all say that y'all don't need a man, where's that sperm coming from? The clouds? What are they putting inside of you? Flour? Sugar? What are they putting in you? Sperm. That means it belongs to a man. So these women still do need men. They just don't want to say, this is the man that got me pregnant. They want to choose like a random person. And what happens when that kid gets older and they want to find out who their dad is? Oh, baby, I'm sorry. I went to the clinic. I don't know. How is that fair to the child? When they start growing up and they see their friends with a man and a woman, and I only have a mom. Something ain't adding up. You're going to mess this kid's head up. I think it's selfish and I think it's ignorant. You women, y'all come out here and y'all say y'all don't need men because you're not a good woman yourself. See, a lot of you women fail to see the image. When you look in the mirror, you fail to look at yourself and say, you know what? Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I'm the reason why a man doesn't want to wife me. Having a kid isn't going to change a woman that's bitter, that hates herself, that hates their race. It'll never change that. You're just going to instill that into your baby. That's the selfish part of it. Then then her daughter's going to grow up saying, I don't need a man either. And they're going to keep this IVF bullshit going. What are we doing, Black women? You guys are failing. I say this all the time because look at what these women are doing. You're teaching other Black women to be single mothers by choice. You got these young girls saying, I can do that. Okay, cool. I get to choose. I can just go in and let them put that in. Okay, cool. Like it's fun. Like it's going to be great. But they don't tell you what happens after you have the kid. Ebony might be able to afford that because she's a reality star, right? But your average Black woman, they can't afford to be a single mother by choice. Most of them can't even afford to go to work. Barely put gas in the car. Always riding with the car on E. Tires are already ready to be worn. Tires are ready to be changed, and they don't even know it. And y'all saying that being a single mother by choice is the new thing. What's the benefit? Oh, because we won't have a man. So let's say you and your daughter or you and your son are in the house, and you hear a noise. Who you going to send down there? The kitty? Who you going to send down there? Your kid? Who's going to... See, women are looking at it like we don't need a man to financially provide for us. But men just don't provide financially. They lead. They protect. They protect. That's something that you women can't do. I say this all the time. If somebody breaks into my house and I call 911 and a 4'11" female officer comes in, we both fucked. We gonna both get our asses beat or killed. I don't want you sending no feminine woman. Send me a masculine man. Send me a strong 6'3" man ready for war. Because the woman gonna be scared just like me. We both ain't gonna have a chance if it's some guys trying to break in. You think they're gonna be scared of a female? No. Most people want a man. And let's call it what it is. If it's a night call and it's nighttime and you're scared, you're hoping for there to be a man to show up. And y'all can sit here and say I'm lying, but I know I'm not lying. I would hate for me to be in a situation where a man is trying to hurt me and they send a female. We both doomed. He ain't gonna be scared of 2 females. Come on. So when y'all say y'all don't want a man, yes, you do. You do need a man. Men are just not there to work and to give you their check. They're there to protect you. So when something happens, they're going to be the ones going down there to check to make sure you're good. If you're hurt at work or if your tire go out, who gonna help you change the tire? Because man, listen, it's rare that I see a woman on the side of the road changing a tire. I don't think I've ever seen it in my life. Because they would lose their mind. They don't even know what to do. They don't know where the jack is. They don't know where the tools are. They don't even know where the spare is. I asked the woman, do you know where your spare tire is? What is that? That is why we need men. Y'all feel what I'm saying? So there's a lot of women that are following the Ebony train. And they don't mind having a kid without a father. And I'm telling you now, that is the most selfish thing that a woman can do. I don't think it's fair at all. And these same women saying that they want, to have these kids without having to have a man present, they're only having them just so they can drop them off with their mothers. They're not going to be watching those kids full time. When they want to do a girls trip, when they want me time, how you going to do me time if you're a single mother? Y'all feel what I'm saying? It's all fun and games until you need some me time. A lot of these women don't know what they're in for. Kids are not cheap. And kids are very, very busy. You're not going to be able to pick when you want to sleep or pick when you want to do a girl's trip. It is all about your kid. That's why 2 parents need to be involved. But a lot of you women like to drop them off with your parents because you're not a good parent. But they don't want to talk about that. They don't. Let me tell you how selfish a lot of people are. Guys, we're in June. This is supposed to be Father's Day month. This is supposed to be Men's Health Month. I think I'm the only one promoting both of those. But people are more fixated on pride. Now, mind you, I am not a homophobe, but I find it odd how I haven't even seen any commercials about Father's Day. When Mother's Day came around, every kiss begins with K on every channel. Every channel. You want to surprise her for this Mother's Day? Get her that diamond that she always wants. But we're in the month of June and I haven't seen one Father's Day commercial. But all these TV shows and all these, things online, you see the pride colors. I don't even see Juneteenth that much. Juneteenth, I know it's only one day out of the month, but I've seen more pride than I have Father's Day, Men's Health, and Juneteenth. Everybody forgets about the men in June. They cram everything in June for a reason to distract y'all. We're supposed to be acknowledging men's health. If this was women's health, y'all would be all over it. ESPN even talked about Mother's Day. Hey, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. This is Mother's Day month. So we're going to spend the whole month acknowledging female athletes that are mothers. But for June, I don't hear crap. They don't care about men. This is how they've been treating men for decades. There's a lot of women that's not even buying things for men. In May, I had a lot of orders. A lot of orders. June, not even close. Not even close. They don't care about men anyway. A lot of these women that say they don't need a man, I bet you they're getting child support. Who's paying the child support? A man. They do need a man. They're so angry and bitter that they're forgetting that they do need a man. There is a man providing in some type of way. So to say that you guys want to be single mothers, what are y'all doing? Y'all the same ones that say black men, all they do is abandon us. All they do is leave us. They pump and dump, right? But now you're saying that you're okay with not having a man there because of and most of it is because of an experience that they had with someone that they chose. So choose better. If you choose better, you'll get different results. I see it all the time. Look at Sierra. Bow Wow, I ain't never had nobody tell me all that. 50 Cent, I can't leave him alone. Future, my hands on you. All three failed relationships. Same type of guy. Rapper, right? Same results. And the sad part is she has a son with every guy that she was with. Now she's married to an NFL player. She chose someone totally different than what she's used to. But let's not be fake about it. Russell Wilson don't look like Future or 50 Cent or Little Bow Wow. He's the guy that she would have missed if he was working at Costco. I guarantee you, she would have been like, ugh, you ain't even cute. You look dumb. You look slow. So y'all can sit up here and tell me she married him for love. No, she married him for stability, support, protection, and that money. Because she can't sing. She already messed up all these relationships. None of that worked out. So all she had left to do was get married. I mean, hey, I'm already a baby mama to a rapper. I can't have another baby daddy. So let me break that. So let me choose someone that I know won't cheat on me. Someone that I know I look better than, standing side by side. See, most of these women choose these men because they can control and because they know if they're looking at me, he should be honored to be with me, not the other way around. Let's just keep it 100. A lot of women wanted Sierra's prayer. But y'all didn't see what she was doing before she got to this man. And y'all know good when hell, half of y'all women wouldn't even give Russell a chance if you saw him at Walmart. Stop the cap. They'd give 50 Cent and Future and Bow Wow a chance because they're visually good to look at. Oh, yeah, he look good, girl. I like him. But a Russell? You look slow. Ugh. You look like you don't know how to pay bills. They'd clown Russell on the street. Come on, y'all. So you women that are wanting to be single mothers, tell me one great benefit besides a man won't be there. But you needed a man to get to where you are. You needed a man. Tell me how that's going to help your child when they get older and they want to know where they come from. Because let me tell you, when kids are adopted or they go through IVF or whatever it may be, when it's not the biological father, they're going to go looking. They're going to go looking. And it's going to cause a lot of chaos. These kids are very smart. So if they're being raised by one parent and they see their friends have two, they're going to ask questions. Then they're going to resent you for doing that. How selfish of you. So when you go to my games and you go to my recitals, there's only going to be one parent. Tell me what kid would want that? By choice. That's not fair. That kid did not choose that life. So when you women are thinking about being single mothers, think about the outcome. How is that going to impact your child? And are you going to teach your child to keep the IVF train going? What? What are y'all doing? Kids need both parents. Both of them for a reason. It's vital. Ladies, what are y'all doing? And y'all can't blame the men for wanting to go this route. Blame yourselves. You guys are making the choices. And now you're making it as a reward, a medal, because you get to choose the sperm? Huh? You don't know that person's history. What if that man has a history of illness? You'll never know. What are y'all teaching this generation to do? If you guys really look up to Ebony Williams, I feel bad for y'all. She's the worst example. That's like Future teaching men how to not have sex on the first date. He doing something? All these kids. Why are you guys taking advice from somebody that hasn't even healed? She's bitter. Now she's going to be a 41-year-old mother with a baby through IVF. Most women get IVF because they can't, they're having issues in the marriage and it's hard for them to get pregnant. They don't just do it because they just want to have a kid and not have a dad there to help. What are y'all doing? I want to show y'all the video because I don't even like the way she speaks. It comes off fake to me. You guys, we're going to talk about single motherhood and why women you don't always have to talk like that. Loosen up. You don't always talk like that. I know at home you'd be like, damn, cut, shit. Be natural. Don't make it fake. But I want y'all to hear it because when I saw the video, I laughed. But here we go.
Black women are availing ourselves to all of the options that our hard work and circumstances currently afford us. And that means that single motherhood by choice is going to be an option that more and more Black women consider and even exercise. So anybody that's in their feelings about that can go ahead and start to process right now. Because Black women that have the privilege to embark upon this expensive and oftentimes lengthy process will increasingly decide to forego marriages and partnerships that do not serve us and that are not in our best interests. And now that bypassing those insufficient relationships does not have to come at the expense of motherhood, well, frankly, it's a whole new world. A world in which Black women are no longer subject to the desperation of being chose, because now we get to do the choosing.
She thought she ate with that, being chose, because now we get to do the choosing. Choosing a sperm donor? That's something to brag about? You're telling Black women, hey, I'm now 40 years old, and I couldn't keep a man. I couldn't keep a marriage, and I couldn't even stay engaged. So because I can't find a good man because I'm not a good woman within, I'm going to go down to the sperm bank and get IVF and hope for the best. How is that great advice to anybody? I mean, Ebony's not an ugly woman. I'm not one to hate on looks. She's an attractive woman. As a woman, I can say that she's a cute woman. I would not take that away from her. But clearly she has problems internally, and that's the reason why she could not keep a marriage or an engagement. See, the truth is, Ebony wanted a rich white man. See, it's the Halle Berry effect. Halle Berry didn't like Black men because of her past experiences with Black men. They were whooping her ass. Every Black man she was with put the paws on her. And I'm like, every man Holly was with put the paws on Holly. So Holly said, I am done with Black men. Ill, icky. They're disgusting. They're dangerous. I don't need them. Then she goes and gets with Brad and Chad. And they both leave her a baby mama. Both of them. So then Holly said, damn, Brad and Chad is just like Tyrone and Tony? Damn it. Now Halle Berry's understanding that, hey, maybe I'm the problem. Because Black men, they had an issue with putting their hands on me. And then both of these white men, they left me with a kid, pump and dump. So what did Holly do? She moonwalked right back into a Black man. It always happens. They always come back around. When they figure it out, they always come back around. Now Halle Berry is with a Black man. But now the wall has approached. Now she's older, a lot of miles on this vehicle, and 2 kids. And she's paying child support to one of the guys. I don't know if it's Brad or Chad. I don't know. That ain't their names, but help me, y'all. All I'm saying is it didn't work. A lot of women, they don't even like Black men because of Ebony. They feel like they don't need Black men at all. You had Black women in the comments saying, if I go to IVF, I'm going to choose a white donor, an Asian donor, a Hispanic donor, but I would never choose an African-American donor. That's what these women are saying. We don't want no Black kangs. Black women making fun of their own race. They don't even want to date their own race. But these are the same Black women that get mad when these Black men choose these snow bunnies on draft day. Why would they want to be with women like that think like that? And I want you guys to remember, since it is Men's Health Month, have you guys ever stopped to realize if a man was raised by a single mother and she was telling them, you ain't shit, you ain't gonna never be shit, you're gonna be just like your daddy, broke, bum, dusty, ugly, you ain't gonna have no job, and they're instilling that into their son. He's hearing this every day from a Black woman. So imagine when he gets older, who do you think he's gonna avoid? Black women. A lot of you women don't go deep into it. You just assume they chose a snow bunny just because, just to make you mad. But you don't know the history. You don't know what they went through. A lot of Black men are verbally abused through childhood because the dad left. And he didn't leave because he didn't want the kid. He didn't want the headache. Her. She's the problem. And she knew the more she argues and makes him mad, It's going to push him away. That way she can apply for child support. See, black women have been pushing black men out of the homes for years. And most black men I talk to say they always want to argue. I'm already working 16 hours a day just to come home to nagging. And I have to choose my peace or I'm going to have a heart attack. So when they decide to get their own apartment, they still want to co-parent, but the women take that as you're leaving us both. So I'm taking you to child support court. A lot of these men grew up with mothers that have attitudes and aggression, just like Ebony. So imagine her teaching her daughter, you don't need a man. Look what I did. I raised you without a man. But what if Ebony had a son? Is she going to raise him how to be a man? She can't. It is impossible for a woman to teach a boy how to be a man. It is impossible. You need a man to do that. Just like a man can't teach his daughter how to be a woman. But a lot of these women don't think about that because they're thinking about themselves. But they hate men in the process. So when Ebony announced that she was having her baby, you know, black women were so happy for her. We're going to do it too. I'm going to do it too. There was a young girl that said she turned 18 in June, this month, the end of June. And that's a goal for her to have a kid through IVF and not deal with the headache, which was supposed to be a man. So when you're out here saying this, young women are looking at it and thinking that it's cool. It's hip. Y'all know back in the day when they used to do the commercial smoking the cigarette, it's cool to do. Everybody wanted that cigarette. But they didn't tell you what comes with smoking them cigarettes, right? Now you're seeing them commercials where they're like, yeah, guys, I woke up without a throat. Scaring the hell out of people. Big old hole in their throat. And then to say she died at 52. You be like, damn. Now they're starting to tell you the consequences. So maybe if they told women the consequences of having a kid by yourself, they said that the average person pays up to $15,000 a year for childcare and daycare. Most of these women don't even, they make about that. Let's be real. Most of you women are not even working big time jobs. Maybe Ebony can do it, but the woman at Starbucks can't. The woman at McDonald's can't. The woman that works as a stalker at Walmart can't. You can't afford no kid working there. You're going to have to be making the big bucks. And most of you don't make the big bucks. So how the hell are you going to say you want a kid? And you can't even support yourself. If you have your Cash App in your bio, you should not be trying to be a single mother by choice. You're a dusty, broke bum. What are y'all doing? Y'all can't afford it. That's why it takes two people. So on that same post, there was a black woman, 32 years old. She said how she does not like black men. And I hate when black women attack black men for no reason at all. This post was supposed to be about Ebony making a dumbass decision. And then they made it about black men. We're tired of these black men. They're dusty. They don't even like us. See, the difference is black women don't like to be checked. Black women don't like a black man to tell them, you need to lose some weight. You need to lower your tone. You need to have some respect for me when we're in public. Don't talk to me like that. See, black women don't like that. They want to be in control. Sit your ass down. I'm not doing anything. You were supposed to be home at this time. No, I'm not cooking you any food. Because they know Chad will say, okay, Keisha. And you better listen. Okay, Keisha. Where's my money? Right here, Keisha. See, black men ain't going to do that. They're going to hold you to it. They're going to say, no, we're not doing that today. I'm the leader. I'm the leader in this house. And if that's something you can't deal with, then I'll go. And no offense, but a Caucasian male, he wouldn't mind a black woman leading. He's just happy to be with a black woman. Yay! I got me a Keisha. He don't care that Keisha is dominating him. Black women don't like to be checked and held accountable. So when a black man does that, he hates black women. Well, you know what, baby? You're beautiful. But I would rather see you in your natural state. You don't need that weave. See? You're trying to control me. You're telling me how to look. You're telling me how to dress. If a man is telling you, baby, I love you when you wear your natural hair. I love it when you wear light makeup. Ooh, you make me happy. Oh, so you're saying when I do wear makeup and I wear weave, I'm not a turn on? That's not what they're saying. They're telling you what they like about you, what makes you special. And it's when you're not adding on fake stuff, right? That's a compliment. See, when Drake said, chilling with no makeup on, that's when you're the prettiest. All you women were in the streets like, that's me. Hey, Drake. But when your man tells you he don't like when you wear makeup and he don't like when you wear weave, oh, no, you did. You tell me what did I do? It's a man. Tell me I'm lying. I've heard women say it. You want to see me without my makeup? Let me see you without your beard. Not the same, ladies. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. The dumbest. A beard grows on their face. That's natural. We don't grow makeup. It don't just come on our face. Come on, ladies. Y'all contradict yourself every time. And whenever a man challenges you on what you're saying, now you think he hates you. No, he's checking you. Something that no one ever did to you. Because your mama told you everything you do is right. And she lied to you. Your dad told you you don't make no mistakes, and you do. That's the truth. You'll see that a lot of these women that are older, they have kids that are older, but they don't have nobody with them. No spouse, no relationship, because they're bitter. And when they pass that on to the next generation, you will see that they're gay. And we're being honest. A lot of kids that grew up with a single parent being a mother, a lot of those kids turn out to not like men. They're gay. I've seen it. I know personal stories. And they only hate men because their mother told them to. So, Mom, how was I produced then? It was 2 women, Mom? No, it was a guy. Oh, so you needed a man to produce me. So why are you telling me to hate men? Just out of curiosity. They didn't do nothing to me. Maybe it was you. See, kids are never going to say that to their parents. But a lot of these single mothers, you can tell, a lot of my haters are single mothers. And they failed their kids. They might tell you that I did a great job. The lies. They're lying. No, they didn't. They didn't do a great job. They won't tell you the efforts that the dad put in. They make it all about them. You have women telling people on TikTok being a single mother is like working 2.5 full-time jobs. So then why are they happy about Ebony saying to be a single mother? Y'all saying it's hard, but at the same time, you're saying I can do it. Make it make sense. You women do TikToks every day. The Shade Room posted a woman who did a rap to Kendrick Lamar's They're Not Like Us called Mom Life is Tough. Mom Life is Tough in the month of June. Why are we still talking about mom life? This is June. This is supposed to be about men. I don't see no commercials. I haven't seen no posts. No one gives a damn when it's the men. Men are always at the bottom. And then you wonder why they don't deal with us. We don't even acknowledge them. But when Mother's Day was here, when May was here, you had so many people caring and quotes, and it was Mother's Day every day. But the only time men are going to be acknowledged is on Sunday. After that, it's back to Pride Month. Hey! But really, it's supposed to be Men's Health Month and Father's Day. Those are the main two. And then you got Juneteenth. That's the order. But right now, I'm seeing Pride, Juneteenth, Father's Day, Men's Health Month. That is the order. No one cares. I care. I care. Men matter. We need them. See, a lot of you women like quoting the Bible, say you want to be single mothers. Y'all say God is my shepherd. I follow him. I follow everything he does. Most of you women even put Bible verses on your page. I've seen Ebony Williams talk about God. But I don't remember God putting Eve in the garden by herself with a bunch of sperm and said, Eve, do your thing. I'll come back and check on you later. No, he put Adam in that garden first. And Eve was made by his rib. We came from a man. But y'all don't want to talk about that, ladies. Y'all say God is the head of your house, but when people hit you with the real truth, you back away. Just like having a child out of wedlock makes your kid a bastard. Even if you go through IVF, that is a bastard. That's in the Bible. Y'all don't like that name, but that's what you got. I know a lot of bastards personally. I'm not one. I was born in a marriage. But if I wasn't, I would be a bastard too, but I'm not. But a lot of you women like to quote it, but you don't want the truth. Y'all can't do without a man. Get out of here. Y'all weak. Don't call me when some shit happened. You said you got it, right? You don't need a man. And I bet you if they do this IVF stuff and everybody starts doing this Ebony K effect and they all start doing that, guarantee you they pass a law where if the mother starts to struggle, if the mother gets IVF and she starts to struggle, she can seek the donor of the sperm and put child support on them. Mark my words, y'all. It sounds dumb, but they'll do some shit like that. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. If the mother starts to struggle, loses her job, or something happens, she can seek the donor of the sperm and put the man on child support. It sounds dumb, but it's some shit they would do. Tell me I'm lying. It is some, they had deadbeat dads don't drive. Deadbeat dads don't drive. They said that there are no deadbeat moms in the world, just dads. So if y'all don't see the narrative that they're pushing, I can get you some Visine. They had deadbeat dads don't drive. For any dad who didn't pay their child support, they were put on a website called deadbeatdadsdon'tdrive.org. Their licenses were taken. So you're taking his license that helps him drive to make the money. Now you take the license, he can't make the job, he can't go to the job, he gets fired, and now that child support piles up. Now he owes back child support, now he's arrested. Man, I'm out of breath talking about it. But I found it odd because I knew a lot of deadbeat moms that was driving. But that website was just about the dads. And when people started to complain, I sent quite a bit of emails. I'm not saying I was the reason for change, but I didn't think it was fair. Now they have deadbeat parents don't drive. But I still got the receipts of the old website. Oh no, I'm not letting Illinois forget that. I'm not going to let you forget that. How you bash men. And you assume that only men are bad. And we don't know how many of those men were pushed out of the home. We just assume because they owe an amount, they're deadbeat dads. Wrong. Wrong, y'all. A lot of these women push these men out because they didn't want a man controlling the household. But if a man is working 16 hours a day and he's paying all the bills, making sure that you have a roof over your head, clothes on your back, food in your high-calorie stomach, then how could you sit there and not let a man lead? That's the least you can do. You're telling him to work and pay all the bills and provide, and you get to lead? Then you go work that 16-hour job and let that man chill. Watch baseball, watch basketball. But see, y'all don't want to do that. I'm telling you ladies today, please don't take that woman's advice. You follow your own way. Make your own path. You guys are praising these reality TV stars who are losers in real life. Because no woman that follows God would tell somebody to choose being a single mother. That goes against what God tells us to do. Make it make sense, Ebony. And then you got these idiots believing you. So let me tell you about the idiot I got into it with. Let me find her post. Hold on. I know I got it here. Hold on. Is this it? So this woman here, this is what she said to me, y'all. She called me a pick-me. This woman agreed with Ebony K. Williams. And she said that she doesn't even like black men. She said she would choose 3 Doberman pinchers than to give birth to a black man. This is how brainwashed are black women. They're brainwashed, you guys. She said she would choose 3 Dobermans over having a black baby. That's a lot of hate. That is a lot of hate. And she called me a pick-me. I'm used to being called a pick-me when I hit somebody with some knowledge. I get it. But to say that you don't want a black baby and you're black, unfortunately, I don't care who you get IVF through. It's going to have black in it because you're black. If a man said this, they'll say your mama's black. Who raised you, right? But these black women can sit there and attack these black men. I checked her. I checked her too. And she didn't like it. So this was the whole thing. This is what I have on my Instagram right now, y'all. So she said, congratulations to Ebony. All you males, shut up. She got the IVF. She can afford it. The father would be better white or Asian, superior male, right? And I told her, of course you feel that way. You're high calorie. A black man like Kevin Samuels will tell you to lose weight. You clearly hate black men. So that's when she went into that big outrage of, black kings are failures. Black men are not failures. I don't know where she got her stats, but this is a 32-year-old woman that thinks that all black men are failures. I don't know who hurt her in her life, but she's very, very upset. So I had to check her. And I said, and she even said that I'm the queen of deflect, deny, blame. She said that, y'all keep spreading these red pill BS nonsense. Ebony K. Williams is going to do well. So I had to check her. And I told her, this is a nanny. This woman babysits kids. So I told her, you're a black woman who hates your own race. She's high calorie. She has an attitude. And she has big self-hate. Why would a man want to be with her? A man will tell her to lose weight. See, black men will say, I love you enough to tell you, you might have to lose some weight, baby. I love you. She don't like Kevin Samuels because he told women what they didn't want to hear. He wasn't going to say, yes, B. He was going to say, no, you got to do better. This woman says she does not like black men and they're a failure. If she does IVF, she wants Asian. That's a superior race. What? And you're a black woman. But they say black men do this. But when I show you guys a black woman, what are y'all going to say now? That I'm making it up? That's my page? This is really me? And then when I look at these women, they are the poster child for a woman that hates black men because they're not visually attractive to look at. And it's by choice. This woman is choosing to overeat. She's choosing to be high calorie and angry. So to say that you want to have a baby, you're not even in the right shape to do that, young lady. You might need to drop about 150 pounds. Give yourself a chance. Because when you get pregnant, you get bigger. And by the looks of her, she's probably morbidly obese. Let's be real. She called me every name in the book. I don't care about that. That didn't hurt my feelings. Because I'm picked. So when they call me a pick-me, it's funny because I'm picked. You're not. When I was your age, I was already married, honey. So I can't relate to being high-calorie and mad at the world. But don't let Ebony Williams limit you from being a good woman. If you're following Ebony, you don't even look like Ebony. You're not shaped like Ebony. So you're not going to have the same outcome as Ebony. I told her she might want to do IVF because a regular black man is just not going to say, I love how you hate us. Let me put a baby in you, girl, with your fine self. No man is ever going to say that to this woman. And when you exhibit hate, you can see the hate on her face. Even if she tries to smile, you know the words that came out of her mouth. And it just turns you off. You're like, wow. Nobody thought what she said was okay. And these women follow Ebony K. Williams. But Ebony's not telling them the consequence of them hating people online. They'll never find a man. I think IVF is going to be for those women like her, where men don't want to be around them because they hate themselves and they hate any black man. So to say you want to choose an Asian guy or a white guy, that's good for you. Good luck. Because there are a lot of white men out there too that would say, baby, you might want to lose 100 of them things. You might want to drop 100 before I even look your way. Kevin Samuels said this a lot about women that are over 30, right? He has not lied. Just look at it. Look at the trend. All these women, all this attitude, and no man. Y'all can't let these women online tell you that being a single mother is better than having a father in the household. It isn't. You got kids that didn't choose to have one parent pass away, that grew up with one parent, and they wish that other parent was there. Because when you got one parent working and you got a recital, you got a game, you got an important meeting at school, well, baby, I had to work. Well, maybe if I had a dad, somebody would have been there at parent-teachers conference. That's what's going to happen. You're going to let your kid down every time. When they have because when you have two parents, one is always a different schedule than the other one. So one parent can always be present for those type of moments. How are you going to do that if you're working? And the money might be coming in now, Ebony, but you're going to have a kid at 41. You got 18 years. You're going to be really, really old at that time. So I hope whatever job you have that you're still making a lot of money. Because as kids get older, it gets more expensive. School costs more. Childcare, daycare costs more. A babysitter costs more. Health care costs more. So I hope that she still looks like that in the next 18 years when we know that's not going to be the case. Everybody's going to get older and less attractive. And then what are you going to have? She's going to be like Vivica Fox. Can barely open her mouth because she's so heavy. And she ain't going to be able to form that many words. But now you got a kid. That's going to be the outcome. No one's going to want you at that point. Now you're older with baggage. 41. I think it's amazing when a woman that's married can have a kid that old. Great, because you're not doing it alone. But any woman that's having a kid at that age is also considered high risk. Things can happen to the baby, to you, and you want to do this alone. I don't see anything great about that. I'm going to put the link in the comments right now for you guys. Hold on one second. Because I'm always going to support the truth. And I'm never going to tell a woman that this is the best option when I know it isn't. Working for the state, people that were in two-parent households, they struggled too. But they didn't struggle like my single family houses. Because there was two people. They were barely getting by. But it wasn't easy. They said that being a single mother is equivalent to 2.5 full-time jobs conducted by, they actually talked to 2,000 moms. And they said these women clocked in at 6:23 and they clocked out at 8:31, a 14-hour day. And this, I'm assuming this is with a man present. So can you imagine what it would be without a man present? Do you think it's going to be easy, ladies? No, it's not. You can't keep dropping your kid off with Grandma Pearl. She didn't give birth to that kid. She gave birth to you. So what are you doing? Y'all shouldn't be having kids just to give to your moms and dads. They already raised you. They're done. I think it's selfish to also dump your kids off to your parents because they already did what 18 years, 23 years, they did their job. Let them retire. You're adding stress to their life and you don't even know it because you're selfish. So ladies, please listen to me when I say this. Please do not have babies by yourself by choice. Take your time. Find someone that is going to love you, support you, be there for you, and you guys work it out together. But I'm telling you, it is expensive, it is dangerous, and it's hard. And if women are saying that now because the dad left, or they kicked him out, or they were bitter, they're telling me how hard it is with one kid. A lot of you guys can't even deal with it. These rich people can deal with it because they have nannies and they have people they pay, but you guys are not on that payroll. You cannot have a baby by choice and work at Starbucks. I promise you, you will fail. Unless you own the Starbucks, that is. Y'all know how that go. But let's be real. And also, I want to debunk a couple things that you black women keep saying about black men. Y'all see this, right? The U.S. House of Representatives, Frederica Wilson, she said black fathers are more involved in their children's lives compared to any other racial group. And that was conducted almost a year ago. Black fathers are more involved. So that woman that y'all just saw that said black men are abandoning their kids and I'll choose 3 Doberman pinchers over a black man, that's a lot of hate. Because black men are stepping up. They are. When you allow them to. The problem is you're not allowing them to because you guys want that child support check. You don't want the man. Y'all been having kids with men that y'all didn't want to be with for years. And you knew you didn't want to be with this man. You only wanted the check. Let's keep it real. That's why a lot of these women today are sleeping with these athletes and entertainers to get a check. They don't love these men. They love the money. These kids are an accessory. So while you guys are going through nearly dying, giving birth, just to get a paycheck? Really? Y'all don't actually love your kids. It's the love of money. They want their kids to be dripping down with Gucci and Prada and all the best so they can show it off on Instagram. That's the goal. Get you a baller. So which one is it? Get you an athlete and be rich for life, or go get IVF? You're telling all these women what to do and they don't know what to do. The best thing to do, ladies, work on yourself. And when you do start to talk to someone, if you see a future with that person, then you take it to the next level. If you don't do it. But do not have a kid if you cannot afford to take care of that kid. And don't choose to be a single mother. It is hard to be a single parent. You got fathers taking care of kids by themselves. And it is hard. No one ever told me it's easy. The average woman, that is. I'm not talking about somebody rich like Beyonce, but I'm talking about the average woman. They tell me every day it's not easy. That's why they ask me for help with diapers and toiletry. I rarely get that from men. I always get it from women. I just need some wipes. If you can't afford wipes, why the hell would you have a baby by choice? What? What are y'all doing? It's hard for these people. So why would it be easy for you? Babies are not accessories. They're humans that you have to care for. Y'all taking this like it's light, and it's not. Okay, hold on. I wanted to see if there was anything else I had in here. No, there isn't. That's what I wanted to show y'all. Yeah, that's where I'm at with this, you guys. I honestly feel that Ebony's way of thinking is not logical. It isn't. You can't be a person that makes good money telling people that are broke that they should do this. They shouldn't. And a lot of women actually believe this woman's logic. I can't believe it. Brainwashed. But what bothers me is, remember, we're the most educated. How? How are we the most educated? And you guys can't see game when you see it. You don't see that this woman's telling y'all to be miserable and lonely like her. How do y'all not see that most educated? How do y'all not see that? How can y'all see the light? How? If you're still in the dark. And women like me get called pick-me's and idiot. You're dumb. You don't know what you're talking about. You're just mad because you don't have kids. No, I'm not. That was a choice. See? We get to do the choosing, right? We all have choices in life. You got a lot of women right now that are 30 with no kids because that was a choice. Future got with like 10 women and 8 of them got pregnant because that was a choice. They knew what they were getting into. They knew what this man did. They knew this man was a hoe. They knew this man didn't want to stick around, but they knew this man had the Benjamins. He said he spends $3 million a year on hoes. Ask yourself how he messes with 10 women and 8 get pregnant, and y'all sitting up here telling me he forced them? He begged them? No, these women did not care. That's why you got these rappers putting hot sauce in condoms and all this crazy stuff now. Because they want to have a baby with a baller. If I'm gonna be broke, I'd rather be living off of a rapper then. That way I'm set for life. If I have his kid, that's 18 years that he's stuck with me. I don't care what woman he messed with. And y'all telling me that going to the sperm bank and playing Russian roulette, not knowing whose sperm is being implanted inside of you, that's a good outcome. That's fun. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't know who. Y'all, when they donate the sperm, it's anonymous. It is. They can tell you the race of the donor, right? They can tell you a little bit of stuff, but they can't tell you a lot. HIPAA. They can't tell you everything. So you really don't know what you're getting into. You're telling me that's a better option than actually talking to a man? And then you're going to teach your kid that you did this without a man. But where did the sperm come from? The clouds? I hate that women are doing this. But this is how they're going out in 2024. They're going out all bad. This year has been one of the craziest years of me exposing a lot of Black women for some of the dangerous things that they're doing. I feel really bad for this race. I do. And every time I get on here and I tell you guys that Black women are the main ones saying that they're disrespected, no, I would never say that we're the most disrespected. They're the most disrespectful. If you tell a Black woman something, they attack you. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear the truth. And that's why I don't have a lot of female friends. Because if they told me that they want to have a baby by choice and be a single mother, I would call them an idiot. I will be honest. I'm not going to say, do you, girl? Because who do you think she's going to call when she needs diaper money? Don't call me. Well, you know what? That's your decision. Do you? But do not call me. Well, I thought we was cool. We are cool. And I'm telling you right now that it's going to be expensive and I'm not helping you. That's me being honest with you. Don't call me. I'm not helping with diapers, toiletries, nothing. You want to help me? Don't do it. We need men. We need men. I don't care what no woman says. We need our men. They are playing with y'all. They on these apps lying to y'all women. We need men. I wish somebody would say that they can be alone in the house at night and you hear someone trying to break in, that you're going to go get the Uzi and go down there full blast. Yeah, right. You don't want to break a nail, right? The first thing a woman says, go check. Who do they tap to go check? The man. That's normal. That's his job. He would never say baby, unless he got a bull dagger, unless he got a linebacker. Get your big ass up and go check. You weigh 330, go ahead. Make sure he don't get in the house. While you doing that, I get the gun. What would she call him then? Oh, you weak. You a weak nigga. Why are you here then? Why are you here then? But I thought you was independent. I thought you didn't need me. They always say they don't need a man until they need a man. Ain't that crazy? You see a woman getting slapped up outside. You see a woman getting slapped up. Who do they hope to intervene? A woman? What are you doing? Don't hit her. That ain't gonna work. They want a man to intervene, right? So when women say we don't need men, they're lying. I choose the bear. But if you're being attacked by a bear, are you gonna hope for another bear to help you? Or a woman? Like, come on. Y'all can't be this naive. You can't be the most educated and dumb at the same time. But that's what I'm seeing. A lot of these women would say, I got a PhD. I know you lying. If you got a PhD, I know you went to ICDC college. Because it ain't working. The most educated and the dumbest at the same time. Ebony K. Williams is not going to help you be a better woman. Because she isn't a better woman. When she told me she didn't want to be married again, but she was engaged the second time around, what does an engagement lead to? These women don't even know what they're saying. And you have to pull the receipts from the archive and bring it back to them. That wasn't me. Oh, okay. I don't trust anything they say. That's what I'm saying. They lie. No matter how long you've known a woman, they will betray you. That woman betrayed her friend of 15 years. That told me enough. And these are the same women that want Black men to protect them and provide and pay all their bills, but they don't need a man. A lot of you women are going to be going out on dates by yourself. That's fine. You're lying. Women don't like to be alone. Y'all fronting. Y'all over here on Instagram saying you don't need a man, but when you log out, you're crying in that corner in the fetal position because there's nobody there for you. Y'all got to stop fronting and call it what it is. Y'all do need someone. Being alone is not a good feeling. And a lot of single people can attest to that. That is not the life. They want y'all to think being single, being baby mamas, being alone and not needing a man is the life. They are lying to you. You only see what they're showing you online. You don't see the bad part. That's why when you see a couple and y'all praise their relationship, then you hear that they're breaking up because it was all a facade. The contract is over. You got to stop believing these celebrities online. Ebony's telling you that life is going to be easy. Wait till she has that baby. Wait until she has that baby. That's all I can say. It is not easy doing it alone. Imagine giving birth at a hospital to your IVF baby. And all females are there to help you. Puss girl, yeah, you did it, yay! A bunch of feminine energy in that room. No man around. You go home after giving birth and you're by yourself with your baby. This was the life you wanted. You got to get up and go to work and take the kid to the daycare and the baby won't stop crying. Who do you call? It is not good being alone, ladies. Don't do that to yourself. It is very stressful. I've talked to women, and if they could go back and do it the right way, they would. And a lot of women told me, you know what? You're right. I do need a man. But my mother conditioned me to live without one. And that's why I'm in this boat today. I wish I can go back. You can't. You can't go back. But you can listen to what I'm saying today and move forward. Don't do it. Okay, I'm looking at some of y'all comments. Hold on, y'all. Y'all been saying a lot. I'm sorry. I've been skipping y'all comments. Dang. Hold on, y'all. Y'all been saying a lot. Okay, greetings, celebrity in the chat. Most enrolled, not educated. Lauren said that Black women are the most enrolled, not educated. Well, they do got the degrees. Like I said, I'm a Black woman myself, y'all. Y'all know I'm a Black woman. And I have 4 college degrees. 2 of them are master degrees. But that's not why my husband married me. When we got together, I had no degrees. Y'all see what I'm saying? He married me with just my high school diploma. A lot of women think that they need those titles to get, to be noticed or to be put number 1 on his list. He doesn't care about your degrees. He wants to know what kind of woman you are. Because sometimes those degrees can be attached to a nutcase who thinks having a baby without a man is normal. They don't care about your degrees, ladies. They don't care how pretty you are. They want to know what kind of woman you are. What value do you bring to this relationship? And women don't want to hear that. That's why men said, are you worth being picked? Because men don't want to do it all. It's not their job to do it all, ladies. You're supposed to be helping. So that's why men ask you, what do you bring to the table? They're asking you, what value do you bring in my life? Right now, I'm already paying 100% of my bills. So if I'm living with someone and still paying 100% of the bills, what are you doing to contribute? Well, I got this fat butt, and I got this good. That's not enough. It's not enough. Some of y'all got broken table legs. Y'all coming broken. Men want to make sure that if they're making a commitment to you, that is worth it. They just want someone that got their shit together. That's why they said a man would date a woman who's in school and trying to make a living. But a woman wouldn't date a man that's in school trying to make a living. Do y'all get what I'm saying? It ain't cool. I'm going to tell y'all on this podcast, I will always give men credit. I know men are stepping up. I know men are taking care of their kids. And to all the men out there who have not been appreciated this month, you are appreciated by the Celebrity Podcast. I appreciate every single man on this panel. Your life is needed. You are valued. You are appreciated. You are loved. And you are prayed for every single day, even if the people in your life are telling you otherwise. Don't let these women make you think that you're not enough. You guys are enough. We're not choosing no damn bears over y'all. I want to see a woman really choose a bear over a man. Take your ass to the woods and make sure you're wearing a camera so we can see you get mauled. We want to see it live and in HD. When y'all say dumb things like that, you got these women, you got these young girls saying, so we don't need guys. Okay, I don't need a guy. Why are we teaching our kids to have that logic? Because you didn't cut it being someone's girlfriend or wife. Just because you didn't make the cut, don't limit it from your kids. We need men in this world. Man, please. I don't see women getting on top of them roofs, building these houses. I'm not saying they don't do it. But you got men doing that. I'm scared of heights. I ain't building shit. If you want me to build something, it better be 1 foot tall. That's the highest I'll go. Men will get up there on them big high rises with them harnesses. Good luck. I'll record you from the ground, but I'm not getting up there. Men are needed. It ain't just about money, ladies, but y'all think it is, and it's not. Men, they are a value to us. But your mothers and your aunties and your grandmothers told you you don't need them because they failed at being somebody's spouse. So now they want you to also feel what they feel. That's why these mothers tell these young boys, you ain't shit like your daddy. You ain't gonna never be shit. So how does that boy expect to go into a man and say, I am valued and loved? I love black women. No, they hate black women because of the black woman that raised him. That's why he needed his black father. Y'all see what I'm saying? These young boys are conditioned to hate black women because of their black mothers. I was abused because his mother hated him and abused him. So when I opened my mouth, I was the trigger. He wasn't hitting me. He was hitting her. That was his get back. But it wasn't his mom he was hitting. It was me. And we have to analyze those things over the years. Wow. Now it makes sense. If he's being abused his whole life, that's all he knows is abuse. Come on, y'all. So when these men turn out to be R. Kellys, that's what they were subjected to by women. But we don't want to address that because he's a man. But if it was a woman preying on boys and she was molested, these women will be playing the harp. Poor girl. What she did was wrong, but she needed help. She was crying for help. She didn't mean to molest those boys. Look at her life and what she went through. But don't let that be a man. That's not an excuse for R. Kelly. We don't care that his sister and his neighbor and his babysitter were molesting him. It's his job to get help as a kid. That's his fault. That's what a lot of women said. And that isn't true. We need men, ladies. Y'all don't have to like me, and I don't care. But if you want to know how I stay married, how I'm still picked, I also know my place as a wife. I would never try to overtalk my husband. See, a lot of you women don't know how to be women anymore. You don't, because you look up to the Love and Hip Hop, the Real Housewife, the Nene Leakes. Hey, girl, that is not real life. When they say cut, these women go home and submit to their husbands. I'm telling you. Cardi B said, I don't cook, I don't clean. And then she was mopping the floor. And now look where she's at with her marriage. I bet you them other women that was with her husband was cooking and cleaning. See, if you're saying that stuff just to get a rise, it's not going to end well for you. Y'all got to start looking up to women who are married and who are setting an example for you. If you don't want to be married, that's fine. But don't get mad at other people who are happy and they go home to somebody every day. You single people say that it's the life and you love it. I believe men when they say they like being single because they love their peace. That's because they're saying that most women give them a headache. I'm sorry to hear that, fellas, but I believe you. There's women right now in my life that give me a headache. There's women right now who they wait till about 1, 2, 3, 4 in the morning. What can I post about Daphne next? She's a narcissist. She's crazy. It's made up. I got women that listen to everything I say because they're obsessed with me. I feel like there's women right now listening to me in a room with pictures of me all on the wall with red X's. I believe that. That's how much they hate me. Well, they're going to be hating me for a long time. I hope they have wall space because I'm not going anywhere. And I'm going to continue to advocate for our men because they need us. We have to be their voices because a man can't go online and say, F you women. Who y'all think y'all talking to? Y'all some lazy bums who, all you do is produce bastard babies. You wear blonde wigs that smell like bacon. You're high calorie. You have all these attitudes. Y'all don't even brush your teeth all the way. Some of them don't even brush their teeth before they talk about me. They talk about me first. And if you're really looking up to a woman that is a reality TV star who couldn't even keep a man, but y'all quick to talk about Kevin, his failed relationships when he was telling y'all about yourself. But Ebony can tell y'all about y'all and y'all like that. She has failed background too, a failed background of not being able to keep a man. I didn't want to be married and I didn't want to be engaged. Oh, okay. If a man is choosing his kids over you, I'm going to assume you're the problem. He chose his adult kids over you. That's embarrassing. And now you want to tell people we get to do the choosing. So she's been mad about all the choices men made with her. Then now she's so angry, she wants to be in control again. See, women are having these IVF babies because now they are in control. There's women in this world that thrive off of being in control. They're not going to let a man control them. They want to control. They want to make it on their own without someone telling them that's not right or do it this way. They want to steer. They want to do everything on their own until they need. I can guarantee you that if modern day women had kids without men, can you imagine them going to the child support office? Who's the donor? IVF? Well, we can't give you child support because, there's no law for that yet, but we can give you food stamps and we can give you health care and housing. They'll still get taken care of. Y'all know that, right? So if women look at that as being taken care of without a man, man, these social work offices are going to be flooded. There's no great thing about doing what she's telling you to do. It's embarrassing. I don't hear white women saying it to white women. I don't hear Hispanic women saying it to them. Asian, it's black. And Ebony was the one that said that all the black men that don't like me are probably the men that came home with C's and D's. And their parents said, at least you tried. And Ebony said, I will not settle for less. Well, having a baby via IVF because you don't want a man is settling for less. They contradict themselves every time. And that's what Kevin Samuels was trying to tell these women. You're contradicting. You had a woman tell me you were 13 giving your mom medication, but this same idiot said I was 13 when I was babysitting kids. Make it make sense. These women contradict themselves. And why? Because they're so emotionally charged and angry at the world for their choices. See, one thing women don't do is self-reflect. They project, but they don't reflect. They'll project all their insecurities onto Daphne because they don't want to look in that mirror. She's a narcissist. She's crazy. She hates black women. She does this. She does that. And what do? Nothing. I'm perfect. Oh, okay. That's what they do, y'all. He said my profile picture disappeared. Hold on, guys. It did? Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm sorry. Is it back? Can y'all see it? Can y'all see my profile picture? I'm sorry. I don't know why it disappeared. Y'all see how YouTube does me? This happens every time I do a show. Is it there? No, it's not. I see it on my end. Y'all sure? Y'all not messing with me, right? Okay, hold on, guys. I'm sorry, guys. Look, y'all know when I be on YouTube, this is what they do. Hold on, let me try it again. Okay, guys, are we good? I just changed it to a different picture. I hope y'all can see it. If you can't see it, I'm gonna have to just do me. I changed the picture. Can y'all see it? Yes? Okay, thank God. Y'all know how YouTube does me when I get into some good conversation. But like I said, guys, I'm not here to bash anyone. I just want you to know that this is the most selfish thing I've heard. And I think if any woman takes the advice of Ebony, you're going to be a single, bitter woman with a bunch of cats, and you're going to be trying to get people to babysit your kid, and they're going to say, why'd you do it in the first place? Y'all know how black women are with each other. Well, who told you to do it? Nobody told your dumb ass to have a kid. You knew you couldn't afford it. You knew you weren't going to have a man around. You can't keep calling us. We're going to Cancun, sis. Oh, I wish I can go to Cancun too, but I'm a single mother by choice. Oh, I wish I had more time for myself, but I'm a single mother by choice. So does that mean that if you choose to be a single mother, you have to take accountability if you fail, right? If you can't afford to pay the bills and you're living off of government housing, we can attack, right? And you can't say, well, he forced me to do it. You did this by choice. So if you're doing it by choice, I expect you to do well because you chose this life, right? Because back in the day when I told women you chose Pookie, they said, no, I didn't. He was nice at first. He was my friend. He was there for me. And then I got pregnant and he became a lazy bum. No, 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 no. He was lazy. He was inconsistent. He was cheating. He was drinking. He was playing video games. He didn't want to work. He was selling nickel bags on the corner. He was doing all that when you met him. And you stayed with him because you were digmatized. You knew having sex unprotected would get you pregnant. The withdrawal method, all the little tricks y'all do can still get you pregnant. And you did it. And now you have Pookie Jr. And now you're blaming Pookie Sr. You can't do that. You chose that. Women, y'all lie. I say 80% of the time, they show you who they are before you get pregnant. You like it because the sex is good. You don't care about nothing else. The sex is good. Then when you have a baby, now you're saying that he ain't got no job. Now all of a sudden you can see. Now all of a sudden he drinks and smokes and sells drugs and has a criminal record. But before that, you didn't see it. Yes, you did. You saw it, but the dick was too good. That's the truth. That's the truth. They don't want a man to tell them that you're not doing something right. They want to be able to be in control from start to finish. And having a kid through IVF would allow them that control. I am the mother. I am the father. These are going to be the type of women that say Happy Father's Day to me. And you'll think that a man up and left. No, it was IVF. Oh, that rhymes. I need to drop me a mixtape. Y'all think a man up and left, but it was really IVF. That's what it is. Am I lying? So what I'm trying to tell you ladies today, please do not listen to Ebony K. Williams. That is her lane, her decision. Everyone doesn't have Ebony K. Williams money. Some of you guys don't even have McDonald's money. You're struggling. I talk to people that struggle every day. And I know if I told them, hey, is being a parent easy? They'll say, no, it's hard. Even with the other parent present, it's hard. It takes a lot of work. And they said Ebony is a judge. You're doing all these things. You won't have time for your kid. Most of these women have kids just to hand them off to a nanny. What's the point of having a kid then? What's the point of having a kid if you're going to hand them off to somebody? That means you don't have the time. That's even more selfish on your part, right? A kid needs your time. See, women think that kids need money and child support. That's a piece of it. They don't just need presents from their dad. They need his presence. They need him there. That overrides that. You could tell a kid, we're going to the swimming pool in the apartment complex, and the kid will act a damn fool, happy. They're not saying, no, I want to go to Waterworld. I want to go to the big fun park. You could do small things with kids, and they're happy. They're happy. You don't always have to spend money. Women want you to think that it's all about money. No, it's not. You could tell a kid, let's play hide and go seek, and they'll lose their damn mind. Really? And you're like, damn, it's just hide and go seek. That's how simple kids are. Doing that with their parents, that's time. Time that you don't get back, so you're spending it with your kids. They can't do that with just one parent. They can't. So if there are women out there considering this, that is you. But I'm going to tell you this. They're going to make a law for these women that are doing this single mother by choice BS. And watch them say they can get child support if they start to struggle. How fair would that be to the man giving the sperm? And you men that are giving your sperm freely, make sure you read the fine print. Please make sure you read the fine print. Because there are some laws where the child can seek who the dad is. They can go back and get the record at a certain age. So make sure you read the fine print. Some of y'all give your sperm and you think that's it. It's not it for a lot of you. So be careful. I am going to say that. Be careful. Let me see. What other comments y'all got? 3 baby. Having a baby for a bag or as a substitute for love they can't get from a man is incredibly selfish. Exactly. And like I said, there's a lot of women out there that tell me I don't need a man. And I know they're just angry. I know they don't mean that. And I'm telling you this as a woman, a Black woman. We need our men. We are nothing without you guys. We are nothing without you. We need you. Adam was in that garden first. It was a man first. And then we came second. So men should always be the leaders. And if you're going to quote God, you better know a lot about it instead of just saying a Bible verse on your profile picture. It doesn't work if you're half serving him. I can tell you that. So when y'all say y'all don't need a man, you're only saying it because you're mad at yourself for your choices you made. You're the reason why you're angry. And until you can get the help that you desperately need, no one's going to even want to look your way. You're going to be just like that woman who just told me she'll choose 3 Dobermans. Well, good luck. You're 32. You're heavy already. Good luck. Chase those Dobermans. That would help. But when you're over here talking about me and you're talking about how men ain't worth it, all they do is abandon their babies. I'm sorry that happened to you, but the men that I see on a daily, they love their families and they don't leave nothing. They're in it. Y'all got to stop creating that narrative that black men are walking out. They're walking out on you. They're leaving you, not the kids. And women don't get that control. See, when a man says, you know what, I've had enough, and he leaves, and he does well, and he finds a woman that is worth being a wife because she brings value to his life, that's when the baby mama gets angry and goes right to child support court because they feel like this man just met a woman and married her right off the back. No, she brought value to his life. That's the difference. You didn't. So when these women say he left me and married the next woman, that's your fault. You pushed them away. See, men don't want another man. They want a feminine woman that is going to help him. And I'm not saying, pick him up. I'm saying have his back. While you're out there working, I'm taking care of the household and I'm working too. I might not work as hard as you, but I'm working to make it easier for you every month. See, a lot of women don't believe in 50-50. That's fine. If you have a man that wants you to pay, just a couple things, you make sure you appreciate that man. A lot of you women, you don't deserve the men that you are with right now because you're selfish. It's always about you. Mother's Day, he spent all his money on you. But when Father's Day rolls around, y'all broke. There are men right now that just wanted a simple dinner and just wanted to be left the hell alone so he can watch sports in peace. And yet you're leaving him with all the kids while you go do something for yourself. Women do it to men all the time. I've had men call me and tell me, yeah, on Father's Day, I was watching my kids. Ladies, it's time for you to appreciate these men in your life, or they're not going to be there much longer. I'm telling you now, it takes 2 people. You can't do it by yourself. I'm not saying that it's not possible, but it's going to be a struggle. And if you can't do it without struggling, then you shouldn't be doing it. And to any man that doesn't feel appreciated this month, I see you and I'm praying for you. This is Men's Health Month, Father's Day month. But nobody cares. I haven't seen one commercial. I haven't seen one. But I've seen a lot of the logos with the colors on it. I've seen a lot about pride. And no offense to pride at all. Not a homophobe. But I've seen more pride stuff than I have for men. How is that fair? How is a man supposed to feel appreciated when the world doesn't even appreciate him? Because on Mother's Day, I was getting tired of that. Every kiss begins with K. Every commercial. He's getting on his knees and presenting a big fat rock or showing her a big necklace with 2 hearts and a diamond. They ain't got no stuff for men. What about men? It don't begin with K for men. They ain't got no jewelry for men. I mean, damn. I don't want to see a Lowe's commercial. Hey, get a new toolbox. Men already got that. And men are tired of socks too. I'm not saying they they ain't gonna take them. But men can get socks anywhere they go. You can get socks from Walgreens. Well, Daphne, he said he didn't want anything. He's lying. Men always lie. I don't need nothing. They're lying. Some men will do that to see if you would still go above and beyond like he did for you. He shouldn't have to tell you what he needs. If you love him, you should know what he needs. But you don't love him. You wanted everything that comes with being married, except the work. You want the benefits. That ain't right. Y'all better start valuing these men because they are getting sick of your shit. And I'm being honest with you. You're giving them a reason to not pick you anymore and to pick Becky, because Becky gives him less of a headache. The stereotype behind Black women is absolutely true. Loud, ghetto, jealous, evil. All the above. I see it every day. And even though women think I hate other women, when I do a good deed for a woman, it's never going to be real to my haters. Oh, she made it up. Oh, it's a paid actor. Oh, you guys really believe that? Just recently, I was looking at some comments on my YouTube, and I noticed there was a woman that had recently been commenting on all my stuff. When I did a deeper dive, I noticed that this same woman comments on the person I have a court order against. So you see, these women are being sent to look at my page and to watch what I do. That's what women do. They don't focus on themselves anymore. They focus on other women who are doing better. I'm always going to be doing better than a lot of these women because I'm in my own lane. I'm not obsessing over them at 2, 3 in the morning. I have a husband that I lay next to that holds me at night when I'm cold. That's a good feeling. A lot of these women don't know that feeling. Sometimes they'll let the cat in the bed. Come here, little kitty, meow. Little cat get in there, offers a little snuggles. But when they hear a noise, guarantee you and that cat both gonna be shivering in them cups. Both gonna be scared as hell. Y'all will never get a man following me, being obsessed with me. You got to create your own lane. I hope y'all do, because I wish the best for my haters, even if they hate me, because I'm doing great. But one thing I would never stop doing is loving my Black men. I'm always going to say Black men because I'm a Black woman. Men in general. I love men in general too. I'm praying for all of you guys, but it starts with my race. No offense. And I'm never going to let a woman get online and talk bad about Black men. They need us. And then you wonder why other races laugh at us, because we don't value our own men. Malcolm X would have said today, Black men are the most disrespected. And it would make sense. They can't do nothing without being criticized and judged and belittled. And now Black women are saying, I hate you guys so much. I'm going to go to IVF instead of going to you. And fellas, that's not the case. They hate themselves. They hate their choices. They know that they can't get a man like you because you're going to call them out on their shit. They want someone that won't say anything at all or no one at all. You feel what I'm saying? It's crazy. Let me see. I'm looking at your comments. I'm sorry, guys. It's crazy out here. Black women love calling us gay when we tell them the truth. Yeah, they call you guys gay. They call me a pick-me. They call me a narcissist, a sociopath. All these medical terms, and these idiots haven't even been in medical school. It's funny how you have so many Facebook medical specialists who know everything about me, but they don't know shit about themselves. Okay, if Daphne's a narcissist and she's crazy, what are you? Because you're stalking this narcissist, right? You're following and you're obsessed with me. What does that make you? Facebook medical specialist or YouTube specialist? What does that make you? Since you know about illnesses. What is your illness called for obsessing over me? Oh, no, I'm good. I don't have nothing. It's all you. Oh, okay. That's Black women. They ain't got not one degree in healthcare, but they know how to call a man a narcissist or call a woman a narcissist. It's crazy. They just recycle bullshit they find online. And I bet you if somebody said, tag their name, they not going to do shit. They're not tagging my name. If you see anybody talking about me and you know they are, they usually say accountability or something that has to do with tell them to say my name. Cat will have their tongue. I promise you that. So that's why it doesn't bother me. All they can do is post subliminal bullshit like they do all day. But when you tell them to say it with their wig or say it with their fro, they ain't going to say shit. We know. We laughing. And it's crazy because I know the pattern of these women. I know at 1, 2 in the morning, expect to see some hate. And people say, damn, you're good. How do you know? Because I know these women. They're old, they're dusty, they're bitter, they're broken. And they want somebody else's life because their life ain't shit. I get it. But you'll never have my life. You got to create your own. Even if it's an older life. You're old. Find something that makes you happy, ladies. But don't talk about men in the process. Because men are going to do okay. They're going to be fine. But don't get mad when you see them with another race. You didn't want them. Y'all say y'all don't want them, and then when they're in the hands of Amber or somebody else, you're angry. You can't have it both ways. Keep going to your IVF people and let them keep helping you out. And when your baby has something and you have to trace the DNA and see what's going on, it's going to be a world of pain. There's people that do that, and their kid has a condition that won't ever be reversed. And now they're going to hate you twice because they're going to say, first of all, you had me without a dad present. Second, I have a condition and we don't know how to track this condition. You set me up to fail, Mom. Well, baby, I didn't know. You're right. Now you got a kid hating you. Was it worth it? And at the same time, you're old as hell. At the same time, you're old. Imagine being in your 50s and your kid wants to know who the donor is. That's a lot of stress on a 50-year-old woman. So I'm just saying, guys, you guys can do better. You guys can do better than this. Create your own lane. Please, please don't take the advice of someone that doesn't have a great example to set. It isn't good, y'all. Kids need both parents. I promise you that. I had to grow up without my mother, and it wasn't a choice. And even though my dad did a phenomenal job, shout out to my dad. He did a phenomenal job, and I tell him all the time. He'll say, I did what I was supposed to do. Do you realize how hard it was for my dad? Raising 3 girls and a boy, and all of us were teenagers? Ooh, wee. I know there were times he went in the closet and said, if I just lose 2, bring them here, I can just raise these 2. He might not say that, but everybody had those moments. My dad never showed weakness. My dad never had government assistance. He did everything on his own. Even when Christmas came, he couldn't wrap any gifts right. We could see everything through the paper because my dad wasn't a rapper like that. I still had a phenomenal childhood. My dad still made me feel like he always had my back growing up. And now all his kids are grown, married, in careers, have degrees. My dad did that. And he did that as a Black man by himself. No help. So when these women say that these men ain't shit and they can't do nothing, they're just mad because they can. Most women would have been on government assistance. There'd have been car washes every week, selling hot plates from the house. It'd have been a lot of illegal activity going on. My dad didn't do anything like that. He did a really good job. We never ran away from home. Officer never had to bring us home because we ran away. We were good kids. We were bad inside the house, but we never disobeyed my dad. That's how great he was great at that. I wish women knew that men, they can do it. You just don't want them to because they might do a better job than you. And I'm not saying my dad did a better job than my mother would have. When they were a team, they were a team. But my mother knew that my dad would still hold the fort down when God called her home. And that's what my dad did without help. My grandmother passed away the next year on my mother's birthday in 2003. So we had it really rough. Then my uncle committed suicide that same year. I went through a lot of trauma as a kid, but it doesn't define me today. So when these women say you are suffering from trauma, I went on to get 4 college degrees. What trauma? Where? I'm actually helping people deal with theirs because I overcame mine. But see, you got these YouTube and Facebook medical specialists who think they know more and they don't know shit. They don't know anything. They're just jealous. When Black women can stop being jealous of each other, they will stop making these dumbass decisions about being a single mother by choice. Women think emotionally. A lot of them, they don't think logically. So that's why it bothers me when people say we're the most educated. A lot of us are educated, but there's a lot of us that are dumb as hell too. And they think because they got degrees that a man is below them. No, I have 4 degrees, but my husband isn't below me. He's still the leader of this house. I'm still right behind him. That's my role. That's my place. And I love the place that I'm at. Because if I heard a noise, I know I'm not going to check. He's going to tell me to go hide. I can do that really good. I know how to hide great. But checking noises, that ain't me. I know my role. So a lot of you women don't know your role, and that's why you're always going to be alone. You want to be the man of the house? Okay. You're going to be the man of your apartment for the rest of your life. And you'll be able to run your kitties. and your birds and whatever other animals you have. That's not a good life being single with a child. You got a lot of women and men out there that didn't have a choice because they lost the love of their life. And it's hard. So I'm just saying, guys, I'm hoping that a lot of you women got something out of this. I will be doing part 2 on my Twitter on Saturday because there's some people there that want to partake in this discussion on that platform. But I want you guys to know that don't let anybody tell you anything different about yourself. You have to do what works for you. But don't follow someone's advice because it sounds good. Because they're not telling you all the stuff that happens. If I told everybody right now to go click a link and you'll get a free gift card, somebody's going to believe me. But then some people are going to say, a free gift card? How come I didn't hear about it on the news? How come I'm only hearing about it on Daphne's platform? I would have heard about it somewhere else. This could be a scam. Bingo! But you got a lot of people that go straight there and click the link. Got your information. See how easy that is? I remember back in the day when somebody threatened my life. I sent them a little link. Hey, click this. Boom. Now I had the IP. Now I was able to have the cops handle business. That was an old school method. If you watch Catfish, they do it too. Hey, I saw a picture of you online. Somebody's going to click it. Bam. All I'm telling you guys is I'm hoping that you guys make the best decisions. And to any woman out there that is, saying in her mind, I don't need a man. I pray for you because I'm telling you right now, that is not the way to go. You will not have a successful life thinking like that. We need a man in everything we do. Believe it or not, they need us too. They do need us too. But men are not online saying, I don't need no women. F women. I don't need them. They ain't gonna do nothing for me. You might see 1 or 2, but you'll see more women saying they don't need men at higher rates. I promise you that. I can promise you. Men are not TikTokers like that. They're not gonna get online and say, I don't need me no dusty, broke woman that wears weaves and can't do her makeup right, wears them long nails, don't even wipe their butt all the way. You don't see men doing that. That's a female trait. Because if he did, women would call him zesty. Oh, he's gay. Oh, he's definitely gay. How you don't need a woman? So what, you need a man? Oh, that's what you need. You need a man. You need a man. That's what they're going to say. Fellas, don't let them do that reverse psychology bullshit on you. When you hear a woman say she doesn't need a man, just laugh and keep it moving. They need you. They just want your attention. That's all. They want your attention. Just like the women that post about me at 2, 3 in the morning. They want my attention so bad. So bad. Because their life ain't shit. And if you're like those women that don't have a life and everything you do is it's involving you harassing and stalking people online, you're really not going to have a good life. You're going to be a depressed individual for a very long time. You guys got to start following your own path, and you got to stop looking to these celebrities to tell you what to do with your life. Most of these celebrities are not even in relationships anymore for a reason. They're not telling you that they're the problem. That's what Kevin Samuels would do. He would tell women that they're the problem. When you've been in a bunch of relationships and they all didn't work, they all can't be the man. It's you. But women don't want to look in the mirror and say, damn, I do look ugly because of all the hate I wear every day. Look at all these wrinkles in my face. Look at how stressed out I look. I am the problem. I didn't even realize that. Y'all saw what happened with Tiffany. When she realized that it was her. Now her and the dad of the twins are friends now. They're talking now. But at first he wanted nothing to do with her. But after some sessions, now she's a changed person. Her tone wasn't even the same. And that was the same person, y'all, I promise. That was the same person. See, when you're angry and you're bitter, you can hear it in someone's voice. They're loud. It's an annoying noise when someone is angry and hateful. I'm tired of these black men. They can't do nothing for me. All they do is they make bastard kids and they run and they leave us without no help. And I'm tired of black men. I hate y'all. You know what? I actually went through counseling and I realized that I'm mad because, my mother pushed my dad out and told me that my dad was bad. So I grew up not liking my dad and I find out it was my mom. So I was mad and I was angry for no reason. See, when women are able to uncover why they're so angry, their whole tone changes. And you want to talk to them longer because you can feel that they're changing. But a lot of women don't want to change. So unfortunately, I want to tell you guys today, I love our men, and I will continue to advocate for men and women. Men need me more because the target is on their backs, not on women. Men have it harder. Every time they leave the house, there's a target on their back. But you women don't realize that. You think it's all about you, and it's not. Men have it extremely hard in this world. So when their black women are telling them, we don't want you in our world, we hate you, that's an added stress. Back in the day, they used to tell men being on the lookout for cops. They hate you. Nah, not anymore. Be on the lookout for black women that hate you because they will do everything to destroy you. They do everything every day to destroy me. If a black woman would work 10 times hard to destroy me and tell people not to take my services, not to work with me, what do you think they'd do to a man? If a woman would get her friend to not get a job, a friend that she knew for 15 years, if she would mess up her opportunity to get a career for her and her kids, after 15 years of being a best friend because she's jealous of her talking to a man she friend zoned, what do you think she'd do to her enemy? Ooh, wee. What do you think she would do to her enemy? Women are dangerous, and I learned that. They will sit here and tell you, accountability queen. Everybody follow the accountability queen. And they go from that to, she's a narcissist, she's crazy, and I don't like her, and go ahead, Rhoda, Team Rhoda. Black women would get so angry, they will send Rhoda someone else's information because they want that person to be hurt. That's how angry they get. So am I surprised? No, I'm not. I'm not. I just want you guys to know that standing up for men, it comes with being attacked and clowned and talked about. And it's genuine. If anybody knows Eno is one of my mentees. Eno was told by a black woman this year, she's going to dump you off and say, I don't want to be cool with you anymore. She's going to use you. Enoch is a great testimony to how I've treated him as a person and been there for him. And now, I'm not perfect. There were times where I didn't pick up the phone, where I was busy because he's not the only one I'm helping. But when he really needed me, I was right there. And because I didn't post it on social media, my haters would never believe it. But that's not the way I roll. But if I did post myself doing something on social media for someone, they will still say it's fake. So I need you guys to understand, you will never please your haters. They're haters for a reason. But you guys peep game, and you know. And I think the saddest thing is when black women enlist other black women to hate me too. And I did nothing to those black women. They come on my channels and they say, great job exposing these hyenas, Daphne. You are a godsend. And then they go over to my adversaries page and say, facts, sis. You got it, sis. You're right, sis. If anybody's supporting someone that hates me, I would rather you just support them and unsub to me. I don't need fake people in my life. You don't have to support us both. But one thing I learned is if anybody will talk about the dead, they'll talk about you. So while you're supporting people and thinking that everything is good, they're talking about you too. If they talk about someone that never did nothing to them and that they're no longer on this earth, that just tells you how vile these women are. They'll go back and listen to my show and pull things about my childhood and make it into a story, but they won't say my name because they're not dumb. And everybody knows, well, if they're not saying her name, then she might be right about that order. No, I am right. There's no might. I just want you to know that accountability is coming up for these people. And next month, I will not take it easy. I plan to see this all the way through because the amount of hate and attacks and people that they've taken from me that I was trying to help, there's no coming back from that. And when you lie on my name and you lie on what I do for the black community, that's what bothers me because I really do care about black men and women. And because I don't show you guys somebody's lowest point, that means it's not real. You know, a lot of people don't like their names to be exposed, especially when they're struggling. Hey guys, I helped Samantha out today with diapers. I sent the $25 cash app. Here's the receipt. You guys would say that I'm a narcissist, right? I want the attention, right? That's just not how I get down, y'all. I just want you to know that I really do care about people. But when you say dumb stuff like you want to be a single mother by choice, I'm also going to hold you accountable. I'm going to tell you my opinion, how I feel as a black woman that is picked. So you don't have to take my advice, but I know you're listening. My haters hate me, but I know they're listening. Right now, they're listening tough right now. They're waiting for me to slip up. It won't happen. But I want y'all to know that we need black men. Black men, if you weren't appreciated at all this month, I'm sorry you were not appreciated. But you guys are loved and needed in this world. Without you, we are not anything without you. We need each other. So for one to say we don't need the other, that's a lie. That's a bald-headed lie. Let me see. I'm just looking at comments. Hold on. Kelly Rowland, Holly Berry all went over there messing with white men, got done wrong, and all of them will black. Yeah, a lot of them. I learned that a lot of women that say they don't like black men, they will try other races and get slaughtered by other races and then come right back. Black men, I'm back. But unfortunately, a lot of men are not going to open the door when you knock. So I'm going to let you women know something. If you are spreading that you don't need a black man, what you say will be screenshotted, recorded. They're not going to forget. So when you're in your 40s, 50s, and you're heavier, got that little elephantitis, hair falling out, wrinkles, breath smells every morning worse than it should be smelling, you're going to wish you didn't do all those things. Sometimes people can see the ugly on your face. You don't even got to speak. They can see it. But I'm going to tell you, men are not going to be with someone that argues and complains and is never happy. And if a man sees that a woman's not even happy with her natural self, how is he going to make her happy? Fellas, you'd never make a woman happy if she can't be happy with herself. If she can't take that wig off for a day, take all that makeup off for a day, because she's scared about what you might say, then you might not want to pick her. I was never scared to be natural around my husband. Never. Not one time. You got a lot of women that'll wake up quick and go put their makeup on. Lock the door if you can, fellas, so you can see that natural woman. A lot of these men love a natural woman. They really do. So don't be shocked when you see men that say, I like my woman natural. But you got a lot of women that are natural. They're just ugly people. That's why they don't have a man. That's why they've never been married. So they're going online and say, I don't need makeup. And I just be wanting to comment and say, who told you that? My eyes hurt right now. I'm squinting. You need something. Something's missing. So if you don't need makeup, how come you're not married? So you might need a coat. You might need a coat of paint. I say a coat of paint because makeup is paint. Like I said, when me and my husband are going out, it takes me 5 minutes to do my makeup because I really don't wear a lot. I really don't. But I know women that tell me it takes them about an hour, hour and a half. So if you're wearing that much makeup and you can't go out into the sun to a baseball game, something ain't right. Something ain't right. So I'm saying a lot of you women are judging these men and you should be judging. So all I'm saying, guys, is please do not follow someone else's lead. Be a leader yourself. Kids need 2 parents. And if anybody's ever grew up with one parent or you know somebody that did, they'll tell you it wasn't easy. I would say a memory that I never told my dad, and I know he's listening to this show today. I remember when we had basketball, I was on the varsity basketball team my junior year. And this was after my mom had already passed. And they have what's called senior night. I wasn't a senior yet. I was a junior, but I was on the varsity team. So I was a part of that. Senior night is when you have a parent that comes out with you, or both your parents come out with you. My dad had to work. So everybody knew that my mom passed away. Everybody knew that my grandmother passed away. Everybody knew that my dad had to take care of 4 kids. So I never forget on senior night, they said everybody's name. I was last because I was a junior and everybody else was seniors. But everybody had either 2 parents or a parent and a grandparent. They had multiple people. When they said my name, nobody showed up for me. And I never forget when they said my name and I went out there, a whole bunch of parents that weren't my parents, they came and they stood with me and I broke down crying. That was a moment I never forget. I knew my dad couldn't be there because he was working hard to provide for us. But those people knew what I went through, and those people came out of the stands and they were my parents for the night. And I cried my eyes out. That's a moment I never told my dad about. It was senior night. I wasn't a senior, but I didn't think I had to do it. I said, no, I'm good. I ain't gonna have to do it because I'm a junior. No, I had to do it. So I always want to tell my dad how proud I am of him. My dad has been an important part of my life. Whenever I do a show, I call him and say, I know I cussed and I'm sorry. But my dad is someone who never gave up on us. I never heard him say, I'm tired of this shit, or I need to get food stamps. I never heard my dad say that. So when I became a state employee, my dad was proud of me. When my names were in the newspaper, I was really good at what I did for the state. And that's something that I'm proud of. I was the youngest case manager in the state, and I was efficient. 80% work rate, the highest. And I was training 10-year veterans, and I was early 20s. So what I'm saying, guys, is men can do it too. If they have to, they're going to step up. But women, if they're trying to be in the kid's life, let them. And don't assume you can do it alone, because you can't. Majority women in this world cannot raise a kid all by their, they can't, I promise you. They might tell you that, but they're lying. I had caseloads of 120 people, single parents, and they were struggling. The goal was to get you off of cash and food stamps. 80% of the people that I managed, they were working or going to school so they can get off. That was hard to do, but I did it. So I want you guys to know that if you are a father and you have kids and you're not seeing your kids, I'm going to pray for you. You're in my thoughts. If you are a father that you know that you're not going to get nothing for Father's Day, and you know that you're not going to be appreciated on Father's Day, I'm telling you now, happy Father's Day. I won't be doing nothing on Sunday to honor Father's Day. But Father's Day is big to me because I was raised by my father. And my dad always had my back. And like I said, kids need both parents. They need both parents. So if you ever think about being a single mother by choice, can you please sit back and think about what that kid is going to have to go through? Can you talk to people that have one parent in the household only? There's no dad around or no mom around whatsoever. And ask them, how is it? Is it easy? Is it cheap? Because when Ebony has her kid and her kid goes through life, everything's going to be more expensive. The cost of kids has gone up. If daycare is $15,000 a year, man, I don't even want to know what healthcare is or the cost to feed them. It's not easy. Also, I want to acknowledge this is Men's Health Month. Men go through the most when it comes to depression. The suicide rates are still higher in men, but women outnumber men. This is a problem. And I think men wouldn't feel this way if they had the support of the person that's supposed to be there for them. So when men ask you what you bring to the table, if you only bring headaches, they're going to be depressed. They're going to be stressed out. You're helping them die. And men don't want to go through that. So I'm telling you now, it is Men's Health Month and it's Father's Day month, and Juneteenth had just passed. I want to acknowledge the most important things for this month. And these are most important to me. Because if the suicide rates are higher in men, we need to be focusing on our men. We need to find out why. Stop judging these men. Appreciate them for the things that they are trying to do. One thing that a man loves is a woman that gives him credit for trying. Not a woman that says you're not good enough. You're not doing enough. Give him credit for trying. I remember I had a client that just finished my program. It was a man. And I told him I was proud of him. He broke down on that phone. He cried like a little baby. And I'm not saying a baby like wham, but he cried. He said, no one has ever told me that. I said, how? You have a girlfriend. I know, but she's never told me that. And hearing that from you, it means a lot. It changed his whole outlook over me just saying I'm proud of you. So ladies, would it hurt for you to tell your men in your life that you're proud of them? There's something that they did that you should appreciate them for. But you are so busy finding their faults and they're busy overlooking yours because they love you. They're not going to tell you that they hate that wig because they know you're going to get mad. They're not going to tell you they're tired of those claws because you're going to get mad. But you'll tell a man you're tired of him wearing those same brown boots, those same pants with the holes in them. I'm tired of you wearing that same flannel shirt, sitting in that same chair, watching that same channel. While you're judging him, he's overlooking your flaws. Can you take a day to say you appreciate him? Don't just tell him on Sunday you appreciate him. Appreciate him every day. like he does for you. Father's Day is every day, but Sunday is the day where we hone in on, this is the day where we really going to let you know that you did your thing. But every day is Father's Day, just like every day is Mother's Day, right? For me, every day is Haters Day, because these haters, they hate on me every day. I don't get a day off. But I want you guys to know that you are valued and you are appreciated. So to all the fathers, all the men out there, happy Father's Day and happy Men's Health Month. If you celebrate pride and all that, that is great for you. But I like to celebrate the two things. I'm not saying Juneteenth doesn't matter, because we free-ish. But Men's Health Month and Father's Day are just two important things that always get overlooked. And people forget about them. So I'm going to make sure for the next few days, I remind people about men. I post it all the time, but I want to make it an effort to do more, because I don't think people are doing enough. There might not be any commercials out there for you guys. There might not be any radio ads, but I'm telling you today, happy Father's Day, happy Men's Health Month. And I pray that you guys are getting your checkups, because you are needed. Dad, I love you. Thank you for always being there for me on calls. 2-3 hours, me and my dad can talk about everything. My dad is always going to be someone that I want to always give credit to. I don't think we give enough credit to our parents. I don't think we do. But my dad is someone that I'm always going to give credit to. And happy Father's Day to my brothers. I love you guys. I love my family, and I love the people that support me. So guys, with that being said, please don't give up on yourself. If you need anything from me, if you guys need any advice, I'm here. I can do the best that I can with the time that I have. But I want to remind you, I'm all booked this month for my life coaching sessions. I have opened up July. So if anybody wants July sessions, it can be on July 15th. I have a very important date on that day. It's called accountability. It's a holiday. So any other day, reach out to me, MEN_TAL health@yahoo.com. And I just want to tell you guys, if you're one of those people that absolutely hate my guts, if you're never going to tell me and tag me and tell me directly, if it's not directed directly at me, I don't respect it. And let me say that to you one more time. If it is not directed directly at me, I don't respect it. You're scared. You're hiding. You're afraid of me. Because those who want me to know that they hate me, they have no problem with tagging me. But when you post innuendos like, oh, I don't like her, and oh, this and that, if you can't put a name on it, it's not respected. But we know why you can't put a name on it. So at the end of the day, to my haters, I hope that you find something in your life that you can obsess about other than me. I don't need a bunch of women obsessing over me. I have a husband for that. And I don't get down like that, ladies. I'm not into women. I have a husband, an attractive husband. And I hope that one day you guys can find a husband and not use them little cats and call your sons your kangs and all that. I hope that you guys can find someone that makes you happy. And I hope you can work on your own self. Because if you want to follow this Ebony K. Williams, if you want to follow her, it's not going to lead to anywhere great. I promise you. You're going to be older and broke. That's what it's going to be. And if you don't need a man, we don't need to hear about it. Just shut up. Date yourself then if you don't need a man. Date another woman. But we don't need to hear it. Men don't give a damn. They're not going to be hurt over you saying that. It's the fact that you want everybody to know that you're saying it. Because you do want them to look at what you're saying, right? So you can bring attention to your page, right? We know the game. We peeping it. Y'all do need men. Everything you do is centered around needing a man. But if you want to keep saying you don't need one, I want to see how great your life is. My life is great with a man. So I'm just telling you now, I'm not giving up on my men. So if you're one of those people that follow me and you hate men and you hate black men, please unsub. You won't be missed. I promise you. It is not about the quantity. It's the quality. I need quality subscribers. I don't need people just subscribing to me to get dirt to bring back to these idiots and these losers. You're a grown-ass person bringing dirt back to another grown-ass person? Y'all women ain't got no brains of your own? You got somebody you pulling the strings? I didn't know it was like that in them streets. Y'all won't let a man control you, but you'll let a woman control you. That's wild. That's crazy. You don't want a man to lead you and tell you what to do, but you don't mind a woman telling you to do something that can get you in trouble. Y'all women are backwards. They'll sit there and tell me I don't want a man telling me what to do. So what brought you to my page? This woman. She told you what to do, right? Yeah. Contradicting yourself. Quit letting these women control you, ladies. Form your own opinion. Don't follow these women online. They're losers. They have nothing going on in their lives. Look at what they're doing and look at their content. Look at where they're at. Nowhere. Every year they're going to be saying, thank you for 1,000 subs, maybe a year and a half, the way they're moving, because they talk about the same shit. It gets old. So if you're not directing it to me, you're just talking in circles. You're wasting your own time. So guys, with that being said, I hope you guys got something out of my show today. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Thank you guys for tuning in. Everyone that's across all the different social media platforms, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for praying for Shalandra. Like I said, she wanted to send me a cash app. I refuse. I don't do things for the money. I love for people to be happy. And a woman getting a job, it made my day. I felt like we both got a job today. You know, when you help someone, it just does something to you. You feel like you made it in life because someone told you that you've done more for them than people in their family. And I've gotten that from a lot of women. A lot of women that have come in my life for a short time, they always tell me I do more for them than their family. I don't know why that's happening, but it happens. If anybody remembers my friend Alicia Nelson that was dying of cancer, she made sure she told me she loved me, all that in just a few months. That's the Daphne effect. Because when people come into my life, I want them to feel valued and loved. That's genuine. That's not fake. I've never had someone say, I've been in Daphne's life for this many years and she was really a fake. I'm not fake. I'm blunt. I've had women call me and say, hey, this man right here, he's too nice. I'm thinking about ditching the date. Why are you calling me? Because you always call me when you're saying you're lonely. So don't call me if this don't work. I thought we were friends. We are friends. I'm just giving you the ugly truth. Don't call me. If we don't start talking to our friends like that, we're giving them permission to think that we're going to keep coddling them. I don't coddle my friends. So if you're out there cheating and doing wrong, I'm not the person you want to tell. I'm telling. If you're out there sleeping around, I am telling. That's why I don't keep a lot of female friends, because they're the dirtiest. And I'm being honest. They're sneaky. If he calls you, can you? No. If he calls me, I'm going to say, she told me to tell you that she's at my house, but she's not. That's me. I'm that type of friend. I don't want to be in nobody's bullshit. I'm married and I'm happy. Don't put me in your bullshit. And if you're in these groups thinking that nobody's going to say anything, they will. I say it one more time. You can ban me out of all the groups you want. I'm telling. I owe you women no loyalty. I would do it for a woman too if a man was in a group. But men don't do that. Women do it. It's a female trait. But if a man was in there saying, I'm going to do this to this, I'm telling. But no man does that. It's not in their behavior. So unfortunately, it's women. So I'm hoping that these women can change. I got people telling me, these admins telling me, people ask, is Daphne in the group? I want to make sure that she didn't block me. And I'm not even in that group. But I got people that are so scared. And because you're asking that, they add me to the groups. That's the best part. So you're better off not saying nothing at all, y'all. But it makes me happy to know that people are moving differently in these groups, because there's so many of them, y'all. So I hope that I was able to impact somebody. I hope that I was able to help somebody, because I really do care about helping people. And there's going to be a case that I'm going to tell you guys about really soon. The Uber case, I officially submitted my evidence to the detective. Let me tell you guys the update on the Uber case. If anybody was following me, that black woman that said that the Uber driver tried to kidnap her and her 2 kids. So from the time she said it happened till now, there have been absolutely no 911 calls. She lied. Like I told y'all, she lied. But it's going to get deeper than that. Because she lied on that man and put his information out there. So according to the officer, he said the man is still driving. So he's still doing his job. He just got an oil change. That made me feel good to know he's alive. So we're good there. The Uber driver is alive. But the next thing that's going to happen, I've been given a case number out of Dallas. They're now going to submit this to Crimes Division, because what she did was a crime. She lied, called the man a predator, and put a mark on his head. There were 5 or 6 comments that said they were looking to put a bullet in this man's head. They also said, request a ride in this area and let us know if you see this profile. If you do, let us know your location and we'll find it. They were looking to kill this man. And this woman doesn't even know that she has a case. They know me in Houston and they now know me in Dallas. And on top of that, I just got another scammer out of Fort Worth. Something about Texas, y'all. I've been getting, remember, Rhoda, Texas. Everybody's in Texas. Now, there's another case that I'm working on with the police. And I'll fill you guys in on it later. But this woman is doing a lot of scams online that can get you 20 to 30 years in Fed time. I'm not going to tell you her name. I'm not going to say anything else. But this case, I'm going to make into a whole series because let me tell you, you guys are going to be shocked when you find out how this woman thought she was playing the system. And I actually reached out to her acting like I wanted a service. And this idiot gave me all their information. It was too easy. So I got 2 cases coming out of Texas. And they both involve women. And all I'm saying is I have actual cases in Dallas and Fort Worth. And I'm not playing. I'm going to see this all the way through. And these 2 people, they're going to be held accountable. You can't lie like that on people at all, especially men. That man didn't even know that they were looking for him. And I'm glad we were able to alert him. So I want you guys to know that I'm going to keep you posted. I'm hoping that they can wrap this up by next week. I want to be able to post about it. I've been quiet about it since May. And that's hard to do. Y'all know with me, I like to get the receipts out. But to people who say that I don't do this for a living and that it's fake, you're going to see some real shit again. And I think that these cases are probably bigger than Rhoda's. Well, the scammer that I got out of Fort Worth, her scams are worse than Rhoda's. I don't even want to tell y'all what she does. I'm going to keep it a secret. But I can tell you that there's 30 things that she does that's going to get her some Fed time. And it is a woman. That's all I'm going to tell you guys. I ain't going to tell you nothing else. But y'all going to be very, very proud of me when you see what I've done. I'm always willing to put myself on the line because wrong is wrong, right? Wrong is wrong. And for these women to choose Texas to do these scams, that's the dumbest thing you can do. That's like you going to a police station saying, I have a gun and I'm not allowed to have one. I'm a felon. You might as well do that. You have a better chance doing that. But what these women are doing, when it comes to crimes and when it comes to financial crimes, they move slow. Y'all saw with the Rhoda case. Took a few months, but they got her. I'm going to be on them the same way. But they now know me in 3 cities in Texas, y'all. And when I told them who I was, oh, we'll call you back. When they called me back, they did the check. They talked to the sergeant in Houston. Everything checked out who I was. So they knew they were getting real good information. So it feels good when other police talk to other police and they give you good, kudos. So yeah, she's a good one. Good evidence. So people might not like me, but I'm continuing to do what I got to do, y'all. Okay? So stay tuned. I'll let you guys know what's going on. I'm hoping next week I can at least tell you about the Uber case and we can get that out there. But then this other one, if I'm right about this, I don't know. This will probably be bigger than the Rhoda case. Because what she's doing is woo, it's crazy. But the way she's doing it, y'all will be astonished. And it's crazy when detectives tell me you should have been a detective. Well, private investigating is kind of like the same, right? But, I like doing it this way because it's on my own terms. I'm my own boss. So I want you guys to know that I got your back. I hope that you guys have a great rest of your Thursday. And again, happy Father's Day and happy Men's Health Month to those men out there. Any man out there, that is for you. I appreciate you. Thank you to all my subscribers for continuing to subscribe to me, even when people are trying to get you to not do that. I still have people that love me and care about me. So I hope to see you guys on my Twitter space on Saturday. I will be doing a show with somebody tomorrow too. I'll give you guys that information in the community tab. But hey, the good news, the best news I got today is for Shalandra. I'm happy about her. I love when people have a job and they didn't have one before because it changes you. You feel good. And I'm not going to say I'm a hero because I'm not. I did what we're supposed to do. I hope somebody would do that for me if I needed help, right? I don't need to be called the GOAT. I don't need any of those names. I just need you guys to do what I'm doing too. Do it for somebody else. Y'all feel me? And Cat Williams, Pelican guy said 2024 is the year of accountability. It's been accountability for me every year. He's just saying it for 2024. I've been doing it for 9 years. 9. I was holding people accountable last year. Before Kevin Kevin, before Cat Williams did that show, I was still holding people accountable. So for me, accountability has been every year. So it just so happens when he came out with his truth, everybody's now saying 2024 is the year of the truth. But for me, it's been the year of the truth every year. I've not taken any days off. So guys, with that being said, I hope you guys have a good night. I still do have merchandise on my website, mentalhealth2011.com. If you guys want to order from the page, I hope to see more orders from people. I'm sad that I didn't see a lot of Father's Day. You guys were ordering everything but Father's Day stuff. I don't understand that. I'm not saying I didn't get some Father's Day stuff. It was some. But I thought I would see more like in May, but I didn't. Not even close. But you guys are ordering streets and, all my other stuff, mental health stuff that's not Father's Day related. Y'all ordering that out the park. I'm happy with that. I just wish some of y'all would have ordered more for the men in your life. I did some really unique things for Father's Day. And I wanted to say shout out to Taya, one of my dear friends that I met on Instagram. She's always ordering for people. She's ordering shirts and cookware. This woman always orders for me. I think she's probably spent a few $1,000s already. And I know she's gonna be mad I threw her the price out there, but she's really been spending money since last year. I remember one order she spent like $500. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, you don't got to do all that, but she did. So she's one of my valued, buyers. She buys a lot, so shout out to you, Taya. All I want you guys to know is that I got y'all back and I really do care about everybody. So, I just hope that we can do better. I'm hoping that I don't have to keep exposing all of this stuff that's in the dark. I really hope that women start to wise up and put that most educated to the test and actually act the part. Because a lot of the things you're doing is dumb. I'm catching it. You can't fool me. So my advice to you men would be, like Jay Elder said, I'm not going back and forth with women anymore. Don't do that. When I went back and forth with women, they tried to create a hostile environment for me to make it seem like I was crazy. And I don't usually go back and forth with women. But I'm seeing that a lot of these women don't have anything better to do. So silence is an answer too, you guys. So fellas, don't let these women tell you that you're not needed. You are needed, I promise you. And you're valued. And ladies, if you're going to choose to have a baby without a man, keep that to yourself. We don't give a damn. Because those who really want their kid to have a fighting chance is going to make sure that both parents are able to show them things that one can't show them alone. And with that being said, guys, have a blessed day. And I want you guys to remember, I got your back. Okay? Have a good night.
What you gon' do when you facing accountability? You say she pandering, you hyenas be killing me. You niggas scandalous, your stories like validity. Boy, don't come for celebrity, queen of account. They call it her pick me. Some women say she pandering, cause she don't pick the girl code over lies that's damaging. These hyenas scandalous, slandering a black man again, and want celebrity to stand and watch like she a mannequin. Black men are the casualties, trapped by women's strategies. They act out sporadically, that shit is a travesty. And it's just so sad to see, matter of fact, it's a tragedy. 3 kids with different daddies, please, but y'all all mad at Daphne. They up at night trying to discredit and defame. They corrupt, ain't right, and it's pathetic and a shame. Fake friends turn enemies, throwing dirt on your name, but you gon' fly with the angels and serpents burning the flames. Yeah, I know it's hard and it hurt to discover the same people claim they love you, start shaming your mother. Cut you off unexpectedly, you triggered, you hate that, claiming Daphne disrespected me. I figured you say that. What you gon' do when you facing accountability? You say she pandering, you hyenas be killing me. You niggas scandalous, your stories like validity. Boy, don't come for celebrity, queen of accountability.